That's a good icebreaker for the 50th episode.
Area.
Yeah.
Just when the intro is supposed to be playing, just imagine the song for the Merv Griffin show coming on. Remember? You know, just imagine that.
Danielle!
Turn the music off. Right.
All right.
So she's going. She's looking around.
Is your headphone cable like trapped underneath the laptop?
No.
Hawks eat squirrels.
Oh, okay.
You idiot. Hawks eat squirrels.
We're live then?
We are live.
Okay, so now.
Live at 11:45.
Do I gotta go to
You
live?
gotta go back and then kind of reload. Yep, and then hit it again.
What is shin and jan
Shin
shin?
Oogie.
A lot of
That's
shins
it.
on there.
That is it.
Should have turned off your
Shin.
Asian porn.
What?
Another
Hold on,
great
look at
angle on
everybody's
me.
back. Why did we move the table?
Am I even here?
I thought we were putting it over
Yeah,
here.
top of your head.
Yeah,
So we're all.
facing it.
Glare off my
That's the
head.
whole reason why we went on the table like this.
The glare off your bald head is there, Joe.
Oh, hopefully the Facebook Live people can see the Facebook
The
Live.
worst angle, everybody's back. No face, all back.
All right, while he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, welcome to episode 50 of Schnozzcast for Saturday, December 14th, 2019.
Maybe take a little Windex to that camera on the front there.
Is that Corey's body goo that's clogging up the camera lens?
It looks like it's in a vat of oil. There's a jar of olive oil we put the phone in.
I didn't have any pockets, I had to put in my underwear.
Oh yeah, then
Yeah.
the aesthetics
It's got
are
a
gone.
glare.
Oh, look at all that laundry.
All right, so for next time,
Much better.
maybe we
There we
should
go.
put the table back here and put it like either right behind the television or
Yeah, I don't know.
Now watch me
Something.
block this.
we could twist the table if you want.
Yeah, I mean, if literally we could just put the table.
You have
that
to get
way.
like a
But
Yeah,
I don't.
it's kind of-
table.
we can-
It's up to core. I don't care either way. Like if you want to get the tree and all that other stuff, we could literally just lift up the table and turn it. If you want to. I don't care.
That's
Well,
that seems
that's how we
way
got
too
it
much.
here. It was way
yeah.
over here. You know.
Right.
I'm looking like a
If we
big
move the
construction
table, all of our
colony.
headphones are going out. We're going to have to regroup.
That shirt is popping on the video, Ken. Popping. That's all I can look at, Ken. It
I wanna
draws the
go
eye.
hunting.
Like a double homicide. Draws the
Okay,
eye.
I'm feeling
Corey.
like a construction
How
company
about
over here.
from next to the
Construction
tree
bureau.
looking at us?
You know what? If this podcast
And
goes
you could
places,
actually
you're
get,
gonna have
like-
to blur out that little
Corey,
logo you got in the
you could actually
back.
have
Sure,
part of
we're
the
gonna
tree
be
in it,
paying
like
up.
facing us. You know
We'll
what
put
I'm
a
saying?
sign back there for rent.
You should.
Place your
I'm
ad.
trying my patience here.
You're
You are.
Exactly.
No, that little logo is going to have to be covered up.
Yeah.
You know, the-
Somebody missed your classes at Specs, Howard.
Oh, here we go. Dun, dun,
On the
dun,
move.
dun,
That's
dun,
perfect.
dun,
We're
dun,
right
dun.
there.
All of Nick's dirty laundry.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nick's,
Oh, there's the bar.
construction
I was
spot.
gonna say you got the construction
There's
stuff in
the
the
dead
back.
bodies.
Turn off that light.
How are they done 50 fucking episodes and they're still trying to figure this out?
Put it right in front of the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even.
Well, I don't know if
you
it can't
here.
zoom out anymore, then it's going to be like a hard,
And that's
you know,
pretty dark.
zoom
yeah.
into your
Going
nostril.
back
Yeah,
over.
just put it wherever. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Saved by the light.
I'm not even here.
Stopped caring.
Glad I put up the extra lights.
I love it. It's like Broadway. All right, so go around the table.
Downtown.
Downtown.
Where the city lights are free.
Downtown.
And I think we've got our Guns N' Roses and Petula Clark mixed up.
Right, yeah, I think so.
All right, guesting once again, the man without whom those headphones would sit up a little bit higher if he had some hair in his head, Mr. Joe Guido.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
2 Christmas parties down.
This is number 3.
Third. Yeah, all
If
day.
this could be
since
called a
2
Christmas party.
Since 2 o'clock.
Wow.
Still upright.
I-
Still coherent.
well,
Still can speak
That's-
English.
Those are all debatable.
Exactly.
Very debatable.
Okay.
This party only counts because they're Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. For
You mean the
for whom we have,
and
chocolate chipless?
and the one we have to thank for the Christmas
Listen.
cookies is the soon-to-be-asleep.
I took an hour and a
Ms.
half
Danielle
nap. I'm good.
You can't count that. You can't count future naps as naps.
What do you mean future naps? I already slept.
As in, like, I'm about to sleep on camera for 90 minutes.
No, as in I slept before I came here.
Just don't say anything
Okay.
cross, you're gonna get some Christmas lookies, so.
Speaking of Christmas lookies, Mr. Corey Selesky.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. How are you?
Good now, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
I hope.
Well, I don't know if you tried that drink yet.
Not yet. I'm kind of afraid.
That's okay, it'll be alright.
And the one for whom he has to thank for the drink, Mr. Nick Bader.
Hey man, you know, the Midnight Star.
Don't you Jason me.
Midnight Star doesn't pour the drinks itself, so.
That is true.
Proprietor and saloon bartender.
Drink slinger.
Yep.
And a special guest, Mr. Ken Lashinsky.
Yeah, just got done playing Santa at the mall.
You did? In that
Yeah,
shirt?
yeah.
Did anybody buy it?
No,
Okay.
I made no money.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
For free?
We didn't pay.
Putting random,
Evidently not.
putting stranger children on your laps does not equate to playing Santa.
Put your kids on your lap for
Especially when you're sitting in the hardware section of the...
What's this random guy just doing here singing?
Actually, it'd probably be the camping section. The
Oh, some
camping
lady just
outside.
ran
Yeah,
on the
camping,
some,
yeah.
some mid-mall kiosk.
phone. Some lady just ran to the phone. I'm pretty sure this is when they call the police. We gotta go. Come on.
Why is there a line of kids going up to that tent in the
Santa's got a call.
outdoor...
For lunch, out for lunch. Police are coming.
Oh boy. All right, so big episode, kids, episode 50. I guess I think as far as housekeeping goes, the only thing I have is, as I sent you guys the text a couple days ago, you can now stream your Apple Podcast through Alexa. So anybody who uses Alexa-enabled devices, you can now say, play Apple Podcasts, play Schnozzcast from Apple Podcasts. Tell it to skip forward, skip backward, play the next episode, play last week's episode, all of that good stuff. So, however you get your podcast fix, if it involves Alexa or you always wanted it to, now you can. And, Apple Podcasts is specific, obviously, to Apple devices. If you don't have an Apple device, but you do have Echo devices or Echo Dots in your house, or a Fire TV or something else that uses Alexa as its engine, then you can listen to us. Don't even need to do it off your phone. So, yeah.
Translate that into Thai.
Jack Talk
Can't
Thai.
do it? Okay.
Jack Talk Thai, real good.
Check talk Thai. Very well.
And that is, does anybody else have anything for housekeeping?
I don't think so. I don't have anything.
Oh, then Danielle did bring her Christmas trash cookies?
Santa trash.
Santa trash cookies. My bad. Big difference. But the one I had was remarkably devoid of chocolate chips.
I'm sorry.
But it was still good.
Thank
It
you.
was still really good. I'd even take another one. Not right now.
Oh, better.
There's nothing in here but charred cookie bits. And but it smells like Santa in some way. All right, so that's housekeeping for the episode, ladies and gentlemen.
We've lost half of our live viewers. We started at 4. We're
Sorry,
down.
there's down to 2. I'm going to assume one of them is Nick.
Might be. You never know.
Possibly. Yeah. So I guess that, on one hand, if you told me that we'd be sitting here doing episode 50 at some point, I would have been like, oh my God, that's amazing. But if you'd also told me that we'd only have 2 people watching and one of them was us, I'd be like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Who'd be watching to listen to this trash? Yes, sir. You're gonna say-
Oh, nothing.
Nothing?
Just, no, we're good.
Clear your throat.
And nose.
But,
Yeah.
You feeling any better?
Wednesday was a little rough.
But you feel better now?
Trying to.
Tip top?
Might get a few coughs in here and there.
Yeah.
So I apologize in advance.
All right. Got that to look forward to then?
Yes.
I can't wait to get sick again. Really like the
You
last
know, the one
one.
thing that I forgot to do, Nick Bader, was to
What's that?
give Todd Dillon a heads up on the start time.
Ooh.
But we have a while, and he's 3 hours behind. So,
He's still at work.
no.
Oh, it's Saturday, I forgot.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Why didn't you just go to turn on comments?
I did.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Don't.
Are there really YouTube videos about schnitzel recipes?
Why wouldn't there be?
I
don't know.
no, I can't.
Says comments around, so.
So Ken, what are you up to, sir?
See, there we go. I'm the one.
Just work.
Just work?
Work, rinse and repeat.
That's gross.
Is that's a description
That's
of work?
work.
Or? Okay.
You're a laundroman or
No.
A hairdresser.
Yes,
hairdresser?
yes.
I can see you being a good hairdresser. Very attentive to detail.
See my work?
Never mind. I stand corrected. that was a quick visit.
Yes.
Cut it all off.
Yes.
So I can see you doing the old Bugs Bunny, like a little bit of oil on top, buffing the head.
Right.
You know. Yeah. Yes. Scalp massage.
Shining it like a shoe.
Yes. Quick draw, a little bit of
Bunch of flowers pop.
daisies pop out the top of the head. See, all I can see on the TV to my right is just Ken's orange arms.
Like the
Supremely distracting.
It's outside like
Fucking
parking
puppet
shit.
show going on.
Yeah.
right, the wacky,
Yeah, the wacky-
inflatable, arm
wacky-
flailing tube men.
Yes.
Who brought the inflatable tube man?
Right.
Oh, it's just Ken.
That's right.
Well. So we have a few things that I know we wanted to get to tonight. I think we all had. Well, some of us had looked at news segments. I don't know how many other people have news segments. Danielle, you do?
Do I
Yeah.
have anything?
Yeah. Any news stuff? I can send you something while we're going.
Okay.
And we did have a conversation about another round of the gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, definitely.
And so last round we did.
Introduce Ken to the gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, sure. So gentleman's agreement is trying to sort of get some content for the podcast by having us talk about things that we have seen in new experiences, that sort of stuff. So we're naturally starting with movies, TV shows, that kind of thing. So the last round of the gentleman's agreement was that I had asked Nick actually, and it turned out to actually, Corey got roped into that too, unbeknownst to me, to watch Butch, Cassidy and Sundance Kid, the 1970 whatever movie with Robert Redford and Paul Newman. And then I was supposed to watch The Highwayman on Netflix with Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson, which I did. But then it turned out when we got together again for the next episode that they had not actually watched the movie, but they'd watched a 2013 documentary about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the real historical figure, and not the movie. Which was fine, because it turned out that they loved it. They thought it was an awesome documentary. So this week, in talking about the next round of the gentleman's agreement, Nick recommended a documentary on Netflix called The Devil Next Door. I don't really know a whole lot about it, and I don't really want to. I kind of want to go into it blind. And in return, those two guys are going to watch the actual Butch Cassidy movie. So, in talking to Joe, he's already seen both of those things. Have you seen both of them, or either?
I have not seen either.
Okay, so you are welcome to, if you want to jump in on either side.
All right.
Or if if work ends early and you can stop waving outside the gas station, you go home,
Right.
you can watch them both if you want.
Why can't I do it at the same time?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Because then you have to talk about it and you're going to get all those things mixed up. Butch Cassidy went to rob a train and then he murdered somebody and now they're on Netflix in a documentary and then the Sundance Kid showed up and it's all going to get back to front, left to right.
What does the gas station have to do with it?
When he leaves his job as the
Oh, okay. That guy.
Wagging arm.
Yeah, the tube man.
tube
You
man.
let it fuel in the gas tank.
We got to come up with something better than tube man though. That sounds vaguely sexual. Or
I think he's okay with it.
yeah,
Ken?
Sure. Why
Fla-
not?
Flailing Tube Man, though, makes it seem like you're not really good at it.
Not really.
I could drop the flailing if you'd like.
Drop the
It
fit.
makes him sound like some kind of mythical, like lamprey or something like that.
Flailing Tube Man.
He's not as agile as he needs to be.
Right. More practice makes perfect.
Yes, yeah. So you're gonna basically go.
I'll watch both.
One of the other, whatever you want to do. Danielle, I know you haven't seen Butch Cassidy.
No.
And you've seen The Devil Next Door?
No, but that keeps coming up on my Netflix as like a recommendation for me to watch.
Okay. Well, so the other way to do it is, because Joe's actually already seen both. So if he's going to participate in this, he kind of needs somebody to pair up with to do a different kind of a swap as far as recommendations. So between the three of you guys, maybe you can. You could even do a separate one, and just the three of you recommend something to each other. Thoughts?
Have you done The Highwayman, Joe?
I've seen The Highwayman, yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
So Butch Cassidy, Devil Next Door, you've seen.
Yeah.
The Highwayman.
Yep.
I have to think of something for Joe.
The Irishman.
But it's difficult though because
Well, you did see that.
Yeah.
it's kind of funny though because typically Joe does not like a lot of the things we like.
But that's the whole.
I didn't
That's
say
a
I
great
liked
part
him, I
about.
said I saw him.
There you go. That's the Joe I know and love.
Yeah,
There it is.
I hated all of them.
All right.
Crap and shit.
Pull those pants down and take a giant dump. That's
GG
all we're
Allen
waiting.
dump.
That's what we're waiting for.
Well, which one on Netflix did you?
Congratulations! I think we're now 4 podcasts in a row having mentioned G.G. Allen.
I try not to.
Goal is
Yeah,
another,
somehow.
goal is another 50 straight.
Interested, though.
No.
Episode 100, that's all we can talk about is G.G. Allen.
I will be sick that day. So what do you guys feel like doing? Do you want to pick something different? I mean, is that from the vape?
Yeah, a little bit.
Right in your face,
Yep, just sitting right here.
like a peach cloud. Of,
Trying to breathe in, that's all I
Do
can
you remember when I got yelled at by Jason last night
yes,
about vaping?
yeah,
And I said, "There's nobody in here." And he
yeah.
goes, "Well, we don't do that." I said, "Yeah, but
We don't do that.
I said, "There's no one here." And he's like, I said, "I thought the agreement was that customers were complaining." He's like, "Well, they are." I said, "We're the only customers."
And if
Yeah,
we
but
leave,
here in my stat, we just don't do it at my stat. I said, "Well, that's the first time I've ever heard that." I said, "So I apologize." And he's like, "I feel so bad. Can I buy you guys a shot?" I feel really bad.
drink all
I'm
you
so
want.
sorry, man. We don't do that here.
It's
But
'cause
I'm
of-
so sorry, man.
it's 'cause
Can I
of
buy you a
fucking
drink?
Dawn.
And I'm like, it was probably Dawn. But
Bitch.
not to,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
you're,
she'll smoke cigarettes, but
But not in the bar.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
Well,
sticking your head out the back door.
Right.
Isn't really.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
halfway
in the kitchen. That's
In the
not bar.
kitchen.
Right.
taking a drag from the fireball machine through the kitchen to blow it out half the door and the rest back towards the fireball machine as you put out your, day-old Pall Mall
Yeah, exactly.
is not smoking outside.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but, not to mention, you're 25 feet away, in a pool, your nostrils in a pool of Sutter Home. And how in God's name can you smell, delicious pears down at the other end of the bar? We all know all the hairs have burned off from the inside of your nose.
What?
From years and years of Virginia Slims.
Well,
Okay, sweetheart.
yeah, right. The voice goes. I'm not sure
Fireball.
who told you that smoking kills your nose hairs.
Oh, in that at that level, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're doing it wrong then. Like you're supposed to light the cigarette.
I'm not doing it.
Flick the bic directly up your own nose.
I'm not doing it.
Right. I'm
You
saying.
ever see how Nick puts his cigarettes out? He just sticks them right up his nose.
Takes care of two problems right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
God, that was loud.
Look at all the money I'm saving on nose hair trimmers.
Burned hair.
Yeah.
Right there, though, that's the pothead mentality.
Thank you.
Like,
Nix is the pothead?
no, what
Oh.
Dawn says. She's like, it stinks. Meh. Potheads do the same fucking thing. They're like, oh, cigarettes, you fucking reek. Oh, I smoke pot. It doesn't smell. No, you fucking reek after you smoke pot. Oh, it doesn't linger. No, it fucking lingers.
Oh no, I mean pot is very, very
Oh, yeah, and then,
oppressing.
but,
smoke.
but they think like that.
Very.
Like you smell like cigarettes.
But a lot of
well,
people-
you smell like fucking pot.
A lot of people that smoke weed too are like super anti-drinking.
Oh yeah.
I just smoke every single day, 10 times.
I can't believe you smoke cigarettes. Oh God, can I have another one? I'm gonna drive home after this. Fucking
See,
bullshit.
you know how you get around that? You just shoot heroin.
Mm-hmm.
No smell.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to shoot heroin. That's a lot of work.
There's a lot of work involved.
I gotta
Yeah,
cook it. I gotta make sure it's the right
I'm
dosage.
always out of
so I don't know.
spoons.
It's
Yeah, you shoot it. You don't smell it.
exactly.
You gotta tie the.
Yeah, but you gotta
around
heat it
your-
up
Boil
over
it
flame
down.
on the spoon first.
You gotta drop that
Yeah.
little ice cube on
I have
it.
someone else do that.
That's too
for you.
much work.
No.
Mellow it out.
You don't want anybody else doing
Too
it.
lazy to be a
Yeah.
junkie.
Yeah.
You can trust people in the heroin community.
Put a little ice.
They
in it,
share
make
needles
it-
for
make it
Christ's
nice and
sake. I mean,
cool.
come on.
What you just said.
Make sure there's not an air bubble, or you're gonna fucking kill yourself right when you shoot it in. You won't even experience the high.
See, I'd prefer crack. You know? Everybody gets skinny.
I
with
swear to
crack.
God, I've never done heroin.
Isn't there a
Sad
ton of work
taste drug
in that
problem.
too?
I have not.
No, you
You just don't
light
like
the pipe.
pop
I've probably done
crack-
less drugs than
Just light
anybody.
the pipe up.
Surprising.
That's negative.
Except you.
Maybe I'm thinking about freebase.
And him, maybe. But this guy,
I'm just I tend to get
mainlining
those mixed up.
acid.
Yeah. Like that there's
You
no
know-
work. There's no work there.
You know, all that work to get high on heroin. That's why they fall asleep right after.
Yeah. I love
I'm
it.
pretty sure that's not why.
Fuckered
Anyway,
myself
I
right
can't.
There we
how do
go.
you get down that rabbit hole?
Oh, I was like, what
Nope.
are you doing?
No clue. Oh, it was about the smoke and the vaping.
Oh yeah.
No cares.
Dawn.
about me, sweetheart.
You know what? She doesn't watch this, though.
Hey, give her an easy time. She just lost her brother the other day. So.
Why? That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, sorry, Don. But
There's that.
that's fucking bull. You fucking vape. Well, smoke all the cigarettes, but no, don't vape in here.
We did. So we sat down at the bar yesterday, and
Thanks for
I
the
had.
phone
I was
call,
like
by
very.
the way.
It's been a long week, and on my mind, I'm like, I just need that. But first, I just need a beer, really bad. And I knew that she lost her brother because I seen it on Facebook. But I like in my head, I was like, the words were coming out like, I'll have because normally the first thing she says to me is, "What do you have?" Or she'll give me something and not ask me what I had. So like, I got to get it out there right away. And I tried to catch myself. I was sitting next to Nick, and I'm like, I'm really sorry, but
And I go, no. So this is basically this is how it
Dead brother
transpired.
on the rocks. I mean,
yeah, I'm like,
Bob's like, Dawn. Hey, Dawn.
yeah,
Dawn.
gin and tonic.
And she's like, here you go, Nick. And she hands down my Miller Lite because I'm easy. And she just looks and Bob's like, I'll have it. And I go, I'm really sorry to hear about your brother, Dawn. And she's like, thank you very much. And he's like, oh, as am I
yes.
also, too.
I'm very sorry.
Much more than Nick.
In addition to that,
And then it was one of these.
Sam Adams,
It's like
please.
I guess.
Well, while you're here,
Yeah,
Thanks.
well, let's
You wanna
not get
take-
trouble.
Thank you.
you want to take
Yeah.
my order.
No rush.
Corey did one of these.
Trying to sound sympathetic
Yeah.
when you really.
No, I am sympathetic.
Yeah.
I just, I had to like, my brain had to switch gears quickly, which was not
Right.
happening.
Suddenly there was a giant pothole in the road. And
Yes. And
Come
I'm
on,
like,
brain. Work,
no, must drive directly into the pothole.
Right.
So as I'm trying to recall now, didn't we at the end of that whole Jason thing with the vaping, didn't we just sort of roll over and like none of us tried to argue the point.
Dude,
Oh,
there's
no,
no
I-
point in arguing.
I
He's
could-
not gonna. He's not gonna.
I couldn't have been more
Say
apologetic.
different.
No, I was
Yeah.
very apologetic. And he just kept looking at me. You know how he gets like some of those crazy eyes sometimes?
It's like
Where-
Indy when he
Yeah.
cocks his head, he's like,
Because especially with me, because I don't think he knows how to take me a lot of times because I am kind of an asshole. So he's always like, kind of looking at me like, "Where's the punchline, man?
Right.
Where are you gonna play Rock Lobster Man? Tell me right now. You're being way too nice." And then he goes, "You know what, man? You want a shot? I'm sorry, actually. You know, it's almost like, how dare you be so nice to me when I just told you not to do something? You know, now he feels bad. Now I'm like, so now we're going back and forth like two morons. Like, no, I'm sorry. No, let me get you a shot for vaping in my bar. No, it's like, well, this doesn't make any sense.
but it actually does now, and you should continue that because from now on, anytime you go in there and are ready for that one opportunity, probably per night that you'll get, you can go up to him and go, "Hey, Jason, you still can't vape in here, right?"
I guess I'll take that shot.
Right, exactly. Oh, well, that's kind of a shame. But I get it, man. You're the owner, and you know what you say goes.
Hey,
Well,
Don.
hey, man.
Hey, Don, man. Get them all
Get
around.
them all around, yeah. My bad. Hey, thanks for listening to Rules Day Bader, man. I'll just take this shot on me, you know, just as a token of my
Well,
appreciation.
because I think, you know, he was ready for, you know, the breaker walls. You know, he was ready to come up and say, and we were going to be like, come on, man.
Come on,
like, bust
man.
his
Yeah.
balls.
We're regulars.
And I just flipped the script, and
Yeah.
it couldn't have been nicer. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, you know. And he's like, fuck you, man. You know, it's what the look like.
Let me buy you a shot. Oh, let me buy you a shot. Wait, I own this bar. No, I own this bar.
Right.
No, the problem is he doesn't want to listen to Don.
Right. No, he
That's
doesn't. He doesn't
all
care.
it is.
He doesn't
He
care
could
about
give 2 shits less. And anybody in that bar could give 2 shits less. That old lady that's always there is not going up and being like, hey, why are people vaping in here? Nobody gives a shit but Don.
Right.
Period.
Well, no, 'cause Nancy's too busy smoking in the vestibule.
Exactly. Why is that okay? That's inside.
What's not okay, he's not a big fan of confrontation, but he's
No.
gone to great lengths to, you know, send people out there to tell her to stop, to stop her off the door.
Yeah.
You know, he's literally altered the mechanics of the door to make sure that she can't do that.
No, and that's what it is. He doesn't like confrontations, and all he has to do is just put his fucking foot down and be like, Dawn, shut the fuck up about the vaping thing. And then she'll go fucking nuts.
But here's the thing, you know, it's like, you ever fart and it's not a big deal to yourself. But
No,
if
I never fart.
But if somebody else farts,
I
you're
was
like,
like, where are we going with
you're like,
this?
oh my God, this is disgusting.
First of all, you work at a pizza place. That it cannot be true.
No, but you know what? I don't make a fucking big deal of it. You fart, you fucking
But
fart.
what I'm saying is she can't smell her own kind. You
That's
know,
not-
she doesn't understand it. You know, doesn't process it. This is something different.
But it's not like it smells like fucking
But it's different.
dog shit when it comes out of your fucking.
But it's
you know?
different.
Eh.
I'll tell you what.
She just does it to do it. Does it to does.
Does it.
Anytime I fart, I definitely make a big deal of it.
That was me.
But you know what I mean?
That was me.
I mean, it doesn't bother people when people laugh. You know, they're like, yeah, it does smell bad, but you can
Right.
tolerate it. You know, it's like your kids. It's like, well,
It's like your kids.
Never mind.
I tolerate
From the
your
guy that
kids.
has no kids.
right. You can
So why are
tolerate.
you looking at me?
You can. But what I'm saying is, like, you're like, oh God, those other kids, that other family, their kids are really annoying, but my stupid jackass kids, they're just fine. You know what I
Their
mean?
farts smell good.
Right.
All right, you got me there.
Yeah.
Corey, sorry to go back to that real quick. You need to have, you know how you can go to like the parties to like Party City, and you could just get like a little pocket thing that you can pull out and just sort of like pull the
Like a
string. and it goes
vibrator?
like,
Every time you fart.
Stink bomb?
No,
Like
just
the New Year's thing?
like
The
a-
party
Look
popper?
at the little party popper.
Yeah. Yes. You should have like just a dozen or so in your bag. Just for one of those occasions. Yep.
Get real weak ones.
Yes. Well,
Just kind of fall.
it should, but if you were smart, it should reflect the potency or grandiosity of the fart.
So like,
So a gigantic one.
like
You
a,
shit my pants.
Like, this is like that burned my asshole when it came out, so I'm just gonna let the big one off.
corresponding also with the colors of streamers. So if it's like a tinge of gold and green, then and it's just a huge plume of streamers, then you know that it's bad. That would almost be another invention, though. If you could somehow tie that in with a sensor that would sense methane, the second that would go off,
Right.
pop, it would come right out of the back of Corey's shorts, almost like a tail feather, you know, just right into the air.
Yeah, you can't be the only one
This
who
is getting really old, Corey.
loves to quote unquote trumpet the fact that you've just got one.
Or you can tie it in with different restaurants too. Is that a Golden Corral fucking fart?
The streamers all go on top of Nancy's head, you know.
The space for rent.
Right.
Exactly.
Bob, I want to thank that
That's the
guy
top of her head.
What?
at the bar the other night that claimed his fart. When you guys tried to
Oh,
blame
yeah.
me
Oh man.
No,
It wasn't me, I
Mike
swear.
on the machine.
on the machine.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
another one. Okay, yeah.
Yes, you guys tried to blame me.
Well, so, okay, here's what
I missed.
Why did they
us
try and
blaming
blame-
No, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
you. He's a
So-
historian. I'm going to tell
It
you.
was
Because I'm the big guy? Fair.
Bob, myself, and Ken were all sitting there. Ken got up to go to the bathroom,
Crop does.
and as he walked by, maybe 20 seconds later, I was like, God damn it. I'm like, well, Ken just went to the bathroom, so clearly I know what he's doing. That was him. So, because even Angie was on the other side of the bar, and she was like, What is that?
Wow.
It's like someone farted. I'm like, I think it was Ken when he was going to the bathroom. She's like, oh, that makes sense. So Ken comes back.
Oh, what the hell?
Nice.
Ken comes back and I'm like,
Ken Lashitsky?
Really?
Yeah, that makes sense.
did you really rip ass before you went to the
He looks like a
bathroom?
farter.
And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, there's only, 4 of us in here, 5 of us in here. I'm very sure it wasn't Angie. I would have no problem saying if it was me.
Right.
Well, this guy sitting over at the video poker machine turns around and he's like, hey guys, I'm sorry, that was me.
Bailed out.
He's like, yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna smell that bad. So he's like, oh, thanks, man.
You know what though? You man up to it. You say,
Well, he
I'm
did.
sorry,
He
that
did.
was
He
me.
did.
No one's gonna be
He
pissed
said
at
something that good I had to clean.
you. Yeah. No one's gonna be pissed
All
at
right,
you.
man. Appreciate it.
No, you're absolutely right though, Bob. What you were referencing, what I was thinking of was with Hill, where he had almost the air tasted sour. You know,
He was sitting.
it was.
We're all sitting at the bar, and he was sitting around the corner, but he was surrounded by other guys that weren't with him, but they knew him. But they were just taking the only open seats at the bar, and then all of a sudden, it was like you could have peeled paint with the smell of it.
Oh, dude, and it was like a
Acrid
low fog on a
sort of-
Scottish moor. You know, I mean, it was just it stuck very low, but it never went anywhere. It didn't dissipate.
Yeah.
It was just there. It was like a Thriller video. You know, it was disgusting.
It was, yeah.
Like
And
mustard
everybody was
gas.
looking around, and he's like, oh, fellas, that was me. That was real sorry.
You
Real
can
sorry.
try and waft it away, but it just stirs it up.
I mean,
It stays
grown
right
men
there.
were crying. It was
Yeah, no, I started getting sick. My
Children were screaming.
yeah, right. Exactly.
It was like the rebirth of Hitler.
Too soon, Corey.
You know what though? But you cut a good one, and everyone's looking around, and it's a good one, and you can smell it. You're like, that was me.
Define good one.
That pungent, just like
Like
Hang
guacamole
around.
and hard-boiled eggs.
it never goes anywhere.
I love that we're talking about farts.
When you
now.
have to squint your eyes.
Yeah, where you're like,
It's like the day we talked about balls for 20 minutes.
Oh, we can switch topics back
Yeah,
to
who
balls.
keeps bringing that up though, Danielle, every time?
So
Because I can't get it out of my head.
your buddy Sean said, I like the idea of an early warning system, streamers for the office environment.
there you go. 15 seconds to get the hell out.
Because would have saved some poor people. Bob knows.
Oh, yeah. There's a great story. I'm gonna have to work out with.
15 seconds.
I'm gonna have to work on getting him on a podcast so he can tell over the phone, so he can tell the story. I can't do it justice.
Well, there you go, Sean.
That's a really good idea.
Warning
No,
system for farts.
yeah, just things that you sell, like an early warning fart thing, just as a gag. And you just go like that, and everybody knows, like it catches wind, and everybody knows, but like, you got 15 seconds to vacate, because
Shouldn't
it's
the early
coming out.
warning fart system be like a poof of like perfume that comes out to sort of cover the?
Nah, we don't want to make
Poopery?
it. We don't want to make it
Poopery?
pleasant for people. We just want to.
But that's why I asked you. When you say good one, normally people
But
think good one like, oh, I got away with
but
it.
it can't be like poopery. All poopery does is make my shit smell like strawberry shit. It still smells like shit.
Shouldn't it be like
It's not like it masks everything, and I just smell strawberries. I
Shouldn't it
smell
be-
strawberry shit.
How are you shitting on poopery?
No, the
Right.
Yeah,
the idea
am I
of yes.
shitting on it?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like trashing the notion of.
Yeah, you have to be
No, but
specific
all
with that.
it does is make my
That's what you're
shit smell like
supposed to do with
strawberries.
poopery.
or
I'm
whatever.
sorry.
But I
What
mean,
are you doing with poopery?
I see.
I don't think
You
you're
spraying it
using
in the
right.
toilet, right?
I interpret Bob
No,
though.
I wasn't even talking about poopery.
What were you talking about?
I was talking about streamers. Sorry.
No, I was talking about.
No, I'll be back.
I'm so confused. But that's what it is. It's like whatever odor you're trying to mask, by adding a scent to it, all it does is make that odor smell like lemon and shit, or pineapple and shit. So when I smell pineapple and shit, if it just masked it and all I smelled was pineapple,
You just
that'd be
want
worse.
pure shit.
Exactly. No, I want
100%
Do not-
want.
pure shit.
Don't
No, I want a
cheapen the
heads up.
experience that I just created
I,
for you.
I would rather take a 15-second heads up when I know that
cheated.
fart's coming, as opposed to just a lemony fart.
You mean
If
so
I
you
know
could
it's coming, so I can
vacate the
vacate.
room?
Exactly. That's the whole point.
So why not just yell?
Or
Hey
you-
everyone,
I farted.
But that's not
about to fart.
that's not as celebratory. It's like fireworks. Like boom.
But no, a celebration means people go like, ooh,
Like a
what's
little
going
flag.
on over there?
Right.
Okay,
I want
there
to
you go.
No, you want them to vacate, not
Well,
to
no.
celebrate.
But
like
if you
selling
know
knives.
if you know the thing, you'd vacate. But
Know
if you
the
don't know,
thing.
you're like, hey, what's
what do you
going
mean
on?
know the thing?
If you know that streamer's going up,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, this guy's getting ready for it. I got 15 seconds. But if you don't know, you come over, you're like, hey, what's going on? Is there a party? And then you fucking get hit in the face. Well, you fucking deserve it. You should be.
No. See, here's the system that's got to be in place. The warning
sense.
system. The warning system. You carry around a boat horn with you.
Boat horn.
So the
I like where you're going with this.
the
I like
15
where
second
that's at.
warning is the boat horn.
15 seconds.
Yeah, but
15. So you sound the boat horn. You got 15 seconds to vacate.
Okay.
But you're scaring the whole like third floor.
The streamer is the I have completed
I don't know what I'm
my flatulence.
That's supposed to be timed with
This
the
is
release
it's too much work.
of the fart itself.
Oh my
Correct.
God, Nick.
Okay.
Here, bud.
Jesus.
Oh, you.
I think that's the perfect
Yeah, same.
route to go.
Thank you.
You're gonna
Yeah, so
abstain,
it's
right?
like a submarine. Like, hey, we're taking on water.
Yeah. Dive.
Dive! No. Evacuate.
Yellow light.
Get the
Red light.
get the lifeboats out.
DEFCON.
Otherwise, we're going down.
DEFCON system. It's 3, 4, 5.
Right. So you're talking. Your bullhorn is like a DEFCON 2.
Yeah, 2 or 3. 4 is
220, 221.
It's 2.5.
5. Yeah. If it gets DEFCON 5, that's World War 3.
Wait, doesn't it count down? Isn't DEFCON 1 the worst?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1. Yeah.
Am I right?
DEFCON 1 is World War 3.
Okay.
Speaking of warning shots and farts, they're one of the funniest things I've
Or it's
ever
like,
witnessed.
fuck.
And
Speak.
when I was working in Harper Woods, one of the sergeants, we were changing in the locker room, and he went
Together?
to bend over to tie his shoe, and you just heard this fart rip, and he stood down. He's real tall, like 6'5", shot straight up, eyes open up real big, and he just looks me directly in the eye. He's like, "That was a warning shot," and he just waddled off to the
Shit my
bathroom.
Wait, so what was he doing before that? Tying his shoes?
He was bending over tying his shoe, and
So
then
he
forced
went
out.
from everything's cool to now I really have to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Apparently that fart
Vacate.
vacated just enough room.
Vacate.
And he's like, oh, that's got to fill with
That's
something.
it.
And it is now doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was quite hilarious. Oh, that was a warning shot.
Hey, Danielle,
Hey.
would you like to continue to talk about this topic?
I mean, whatever you
And
guys
I-
want to talk about.
I have a related topic to this.
Well, there was a.
Yes.
No, it's the same
just-
thing. It's nothing bad.
Let the record state,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, let the record state that Mr. Corey Selesky told me that his drink was a little weak that I made.
I assume it wasn't preceded by thanks for the effort.
No, it was a little weak.
Yeah.
And,
All you got is
No pat on the
criticism.
back.
And now, hold
Welcome.
on.
See, that's
Hold-
exactly what happened before.
Hold on. Order. He was just whispering to me that the shot glass had a little too much in it. Drink was a little weak, shot glass had a little too much. We got to really find that sweet spot.
Good luck with that.
keep working.
They all have too much.
I feel like Danielle would probably tell you that it's a lifetime.
I think she'd probably tell you that I am
That's
not
why I
his
don't-
waiter.
And I am not his either. He makes his own fucking drink.
You're fucking bartender? No, you're fucking waitress.
Burn it. You're burning bridges,
but it is
Corey.
okay when
Burning
I go into the
bridges.
fridge to grab something. I just hear from the living room, grab me a mango White Claw.
You don't say?
I was like,
No way.
excuse me?
I said please.
Well, she knows every 20 minutes or so you're going to be going towards the fridge, so if she can just wait it out.
So I brought it over on a plate for her.
Plate.
Oh, that picture?
Yeah, I sent you guys a picture.
Yeah, that was a tired-looking picture.
It was like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Corey, me and Dawn will be sitting on the couch for hours after like work or something, watching TV, and she'll be out of water or whatever, and wait, and wait, and wait. And then the second my feet hit the floor, she's like, "Can you give me some water?" I'm like, "Oh, sure," because I know you were out of water, because I heard you slurp the last bit.
I really gotta go.
2.5 hours ago.
Fuck
Yeah.
her. I'm gonna wait. How long can
Second
I?
my feet hit the floor, it's like, "Hey, you want to heat up this?"
Guys, as great
pour
as-
me this. I'm like, "Ah."
As great as I also love momentum with conversation, we're defeating the purpose of the deep freezer if we're just sitting and letting the shots get warm. So
Mine's already warm.
All right.
Well, here's the first Schnozzcast Schnot.
I'm not gonna toast anybody because it's too full.
Episode 50.
episode 50.
Congratulations.
Wow, we wow.
Wow.
Should go well
Alright.
with wine. Wine chaser.
Right. Wine back.
Yep.
Fireball wine back.
That can't be good.
Oh yeah.
All right, continue.
Woo.
Are we still on farts, or have we moved on? Can I bring up one more thing about poop and
I feel like when
and
David
farts?
Banner turns
One more-
into the Hulk, that's like
one more
when
thing.
Corey gets
One more
his first shot of Fireball. He's like, ugh.
We're gonna see who is gonna tell the truth at
Or
this table
Bruce
and who's
Banner.
not. And I think there's gonna be one person
Dr. Bruce Banner.
who this hasn't happened to. Who's tried to
I'll get back to the banner.
cut a fart that you thought was gonna be a fart. And it just turned into a shit and then right in the pants and you got a beeline
Is that
towards
called a
the
shark?
That's a shard.
No.
Who hasn't had that happen? Bullshit. Bullshit. So no one has shit their pants other than me?
I mean, maybe when I was
Perhaps when I
maybe
was-
when I was 3 or
Yeah.
something.
I don't believe that for a
I was
second.
a toddler, dude.
I don't believe that for a second. I'm not talking about just standing there
You
and
mean
shitting
like the
your
last
pants.
5 days,
I'm talking
or-
about
Oh, you have to be sitting for this to happen?
no, it just happens. Like you
have to
try
be
and rip a
enhancing.
fart and it kind
I
of.
think we just established that you're the only one it's happened to.
Evidently it has.
Joe, sometimes with different, life choices and stuff like that, people have
Like
a more
choice.
relaxed sphincter. And
Sphincter?
yeah, it's,
So
it's kind of like
why
in-
is my
in-
sphincter any different than yours?
in Egypt,
I'm
this
not
is what they
Egyptian,
have.
Egypt.
The sphincters.
but I'm not Egyptian.
What do you think's on the statue? On the back? What do you think's on the back? It's the sphincter.
I don't believe any of them for a second. They've all had.
Oddly, I can't argue with your logic.
So none of you have went to
That's
do
exactly
laundry
what we-
and seen nice big poop stains in your underwear.
Oh, okay. All right.
There we go.
I don't mean a full load. You didn't shit your
Okay, no,
pants.
we're
You
we get the
didn't
stain
need to
part.
pump out your entire bowel.
Can
into
somebody
your
right the
fucking
ship on this?
I can't believe we've only got one person in the room watching.
Yeah,
I tried to.
Every man
I'm
has-
talking about shit and farts, but
Every
no.
man, all their underwear has shit stains.
That's why you don't wear
Every
tidy
single
whities.
I was saying that's why I have
I'm
black
not saying
underwear.
that.
Right, you gotta have it blend in.
But it doesn't mean
Hold
it's
on, why
not
is your shit
there.
black?
You just can't see it. It's there.
You must be dead inside if your shit's black.
No, my underwear is
shit.
black.
Right. But if you're trying not to have
you're-
any ways, shouldn't they be brown?
Your kidneys are failing. if
I
you
think it's
What?
Shouldn't they be brown?
The color of
He goes,
No,
he
no,
goes,
the
that's why I don't have
actual
tiny
color.
whiters. You're like, that's why mine are black. I'm like, why do they need to be black? Is your shit black?
Joe. You know how
Black.
I'm
Joe.
thinking it,
Yeah.
it blends better.
Okay. Bob.
But brown's the color to have.
Yeah. Don't-
If you want the blending to go.
You know
That's not what I
how
was looking for. I was just saying my underwear is black. I wasn't looking for a perfect blend.
Yes, Nick.
I'm trying to explain to Joe that you don't just wake up every day and just let your beard grow and grow and grow. You every now and then you make it look nice and trim it up and stuff like that. I think it might be time to do some little housekeeping of your own.
I don't get what that has to do with anything.
Well, I'm just assuming by the look of your beard
Are
what's
you-
going on downstairs, and that might be why you have
Are
all
you
the problems with your underwear.
Are you stating certain hairs might act like you have like a paintbrush effect
They may.
on the underwear?
They
Just kind of stroking.
So
back and
you
forth.
think my ass hair looks like this? Is what you're saying? You
Yeah.
think my ass hair looks like this?
I mean,
That's what you're
if
saying.
if there was a redhead here, I would assume that I can only assume so much.
Maybe a shade darker.
Wow.
Bloodier. No.
Wow.
It's nothing to do with anything.
Just wow.
Joe's pooping out Chewbacca.
Right. All of your underwear has poop on it, just like mine, doesn't it, guys? You guys shit your pants too, don't you? No.
I'm completely lost on this.
Excellent. So let's
Confetti
go back
flying everywhere.
to answer your question.
All these
The
streamers
earlier,
in my underwear.
the earliest versions of the Hulk comic was Bruce Banner because he always went with like Bruce Banner, Peter Parker, alliteration in the name, and then at some point it changed to David. I think when they came out with the show with Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby,
Okay.
his name was David Banner.
Wow.
And then when they started with the movies, they're
I was
like,
right.
Where'd this come from?
oh, Bruce Banner has a father, and that's kind of like he was a scientist, and his name was David. So they found a way to work both the names in. But
Who said where did this come from?
I did.
You did.
How long ago were we talking about this?
In between the conversational ass cheeks,
He-
this came out.
Yes.
And you didn't hear it because you were talking about poop.
and I didn't want to interrupt you,
How many
so I get back. Probably a good 5
minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
We're moving above the waist.
Yeah, could we?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for another edition of Danielle's Word Box.
That's below the waist right there.
It's time.
Isn't this better than talking about farts?
It's our favorite
Is
show.
it?
not.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I gotta get this dumped himself.
Taking
Like you guys throw away your underwear too, don't you, every night? Guys?
Hello.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Nick, can you explain for the new listeners and for Mr. Ken Lashinsky, perhaps?
I just envision Dawn angrily doing laundry all the time.
And then texting you going, way to go, Nick.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Right. But
Joe shit his pants again.
yeah. So the Danielle's Word Box is a series of tongue twisters and words that have several consonants in a row. To where Danielle, who does speak pretty eloquently, I will just clear that
Let
up.
the record show.
Yeah, let the record show. It was just one simple occasion that she put a little too much wind behind the word Schmieroff.
Oh, wispy.
Yeah, and
Well, the front was coming
and we went from there. It's not the way Danielle talks. It's not the way she always talks. It's like a caricature. Everybody knows Bill Clinton's nose isn't that big, but it's still funny. You know, so same concept. You know, it's still him. Yeah.
All right.
Bill Clinton.
All right then. Let's uncork this baby. All right, man.
Nothing like blessing the word she picks with a yawn right to the hand.
It's not a word, it's a fucking paragraph.
Did you redo this?
Yeah.
Is that an A?
Not a
Oh, I thought my handwriting was
Peter,
unbelievably awesome.
Well, I can't know if this is a 4 or an A. I'm assuming it's an A.
Is it upside down?
No,
an A.
it just looks like a 4.
A 4?
It's an A though. Just
Okay, then.
forgot the one
Alright.
little leg.
Okay.
You have good handwriting.
Oh, thanks, man.
Okay. If you must cross a course, cross cow across a crowded cow crossing.
You're a
Cross
dickhead.
the cross course cow across the crowded cow crossing carefully.
Wow.
Well done.
And I feel
that.
like those ones better.
Yeah?
Look at that.
I see.
You've shown remarkable skill.
I
in
probably
the
could
tongue
do
twister
this.
category.
So, just to throw something out there after we finish this down the word box,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to go back to Nick's terrible handwriting.
No, I like being able to read.
But that's not where the comedy gold comes from.
That is true.
But also we have, because there's only so many SCHZ words, you know.
Oh, there's quite a few, though.
So, but those were also, I mean, that's really what trips her up. That and the handwriting.
Right. The
And
tongue,
I get compared to mentally challenged kids that she can read their handwriting, but she can't read mine. And a lot of slams
Point at
happen
me.
every time that we
Oh,
play. But
I have an
it
idea.
takes a little bit
Okay.
away from me, just chips a little bit away each time. So just as much as you feel it does that to you, it does it to me as well.
I feel like the whole point of the tongue twister was because I'd never heard her read a tongue twister. I'm like, oh, these might trip her up a little bit. It doesn't really. If it was your handwriting, she wouldn't be able to read it because she couldn't read it. It was the handwriting.
It's
so
like
I'd rather
it's shorthand, right?
right. So I need to have. We might have to go back to for the single words. I might have to go back to you.
Yeah, I understand.
Right. Sorry, Joe.
I'm glad you understand.
I say, you may have to change it into a foreign language. German could really throw her off right there. A lot of.
I don't know how
Explain.
to read German.
And not to mention,
You don't have to.
nobody
Yes,
would know
no.
if she's saying it correctly.
I didn't know if she was right or wrong.
No,
It's written in Aramaic. That's,
Right.
But there's a lot of SCHs in
Das
German.
ist Unhundeklausen.
How? There you go.
All right.
ooh,
Sounds
got
good to
it.
me.
We don't know if she says it right or not, but
I think that we.
What was the pancake thing?
Das ist un Pankashnusen.
That's the Pankashnusen.
Right. Which, as far as I know, is not an actual word, but was a brilliantly executed, made-up word on the
Right.
spot.
come on,
Of
girls.
course.
The Fraulein's gone filed. Just get each other.
I wish that there were a Pankashnusen dance that you could do.
Pankers.
I think there might be some money in it if you learned the dance.
Oh, no, but I can't dance.
Exactly.
Could you bring the podcast and like do it if you were like tailgating somewhere? As long as you had the outlets and stuff.
And a
You could bring,
generator.
yeah, you could bring all with a
I mean,
generator.
as long as it wasn't a sporting event.
there's nothing stopping us from standing around, beer in one hand, microphone in the other.
No, just sit. But you could bring a table. We could be sitting outside.
Yeah, we've done the poolside one.
Live outside the pizzeria.
I was like, I am not sitting outside.
Right, we're not
This
like Carmen
building.
Harlan, you know, we're not
Well,
going
no, I was just bringing up the German
giant-
thing because I'll tell you what. In Frankenmuth, Oktoberfest
We're
is
going somewhere.
pretty good
You
time.
want a podcast from Franklin?
Well, I'm just saying, like you could go there and it's right by the tent, and it's a huge.
Which tent? What are you talking about?
There's like a
Like the
pavilion behind the
Oktoberfest
Bavarian.
tent?
Yeah.
But this is at a establishment like a bar or a restaurant?
No, it's a huge like tent, like a big pavilion right behind the
But
Bavarian.
it's put on there by someone, right? It's not
Yeah.
your tent.
No, it's not mine. No, I own the tent.
Right,
That's
so
my tent.
how are we
That's
gonna
my
go
$40,000
party
tent.
inside of
Pitching
someone
one.
else's big ass tent and just launch our own
He's just
podcast?
pitching
No,
one.
wait a minute.
Hey guys, just scooting stuff up tables.
I'm gonna pitch a tent.
Excuse us.
No, I'm listening.
It's my tent. I've been doing it for years.
Scoozy.
Rent's
You've
gonna be free.
You've been attending.
No, it's not my tent.
Oh, okay, so tell me how this is gonna work.
You got to build up to it. You ask them, you approach them, and say
Okay.
we want to do a podcast from here. But that would be a
Fire
great time.
Nugan.
Well,
Okay.
because it's all the
Sure.
German thing. Now.
Okay.
I say we do it from the parking lot in Bronner's.
Why not?
It's a Christmas show.
There you go.
It's cold.
It's
Yeah.
also-
Bronner's is open year round.
It's also Bronner's.
You can
If
go there
you-
there in June if you want.
Not going to fucking
If you-
Bronner's in
It's so
June.
depressing.
Rather blow my own.
Live from the parking lot of the
Christmas in
Pantheon.
June.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's really hot.
There we go.
I came here to go skiing.
Actually,
Fucking goddamn snow.
Actually, if we took this to the parking lot of the new reopened Wild Mustang on Ford Road, we'd have
There you
spotlights and everything outside every night too. That would really attract people to the show.
You know what? If you called them and just said we want to do this, and you had enough people
Okay,
that
well,
found, no, I'm serious.
you be in
See that
you be in charge
number?
of that.
See that number at the top of the right corner of the screen, next to that little eyeball icon.
Well,
That's why we're not going to fucking
Oh,
Bronner's.
I thought that was a 7.
That's a 1.
Well, everyone, welcome Cinnamon to
Well.
the show.
I'm
I'm
studying to
serious,
be a
but-
nurse.
Exactly. Let's just get me through college.
Or if you
Cinnamon,
know,
you're
or if you know
47.
people.
Ladies and gentlemen, now
count my
it's time
stretch
for another
marks.
edition of Sapphire's Word Box.
Oh, Bob, where'd you pull that from?
Sorry.
Every dollar you tip, Bob, will match.
Can I dance the word out?
Getting our drinks tonight is
But
Miss
it-
Crystal
wait a minute.
Chandelier.
That doesn't mean, like, okay, if you only have one person
22 with
that's
5
watching,
kids.
as long
That's-
as if
it's
you know,
us.
but if you know somebody.
No, but see, I guarantee one of these two knuckleheads down there has it open on his phone, so that
Yeah, we
one
don't know.
person is us.
Well, I'll tell you what, we could do it from the parking lot of Jet's Pizza. I could make that happen. Just depends on who you know.
Just don't ask for any pizza.
Why are you?
No, seriously. Just put a nice banner behind us.
So hold on. I was told from some inside information.
How inside?
Well, very inside. Some, but I mean, about 8 inches inside. that
Are we talking a long turd or?
I know your mind always wants to go back to that.
Yeah, damn right.
But here's the thing. So some inside pizzaman information
Oh,
that it only takes pennies to actually make a pizza for what it actually costs.
pennies?
Pennies.
A lot of pennies.
That's what I hear.
Did you hear that from the Thin Crust line?
But it only takes pennies to build a fucking car.
Well,
It just depends on how many pennies you
No,
want
but I heard it was.
Really?
It was
You know what, Nick?
less than $1. That's what I heard.
to make a pizza.
This isn't
Nick,
something I made
I'll
up.
tell you what. I'll go on my phone right now. Oh, you made this up, so you
No, I
gotta
said
know.
this is not something I made
Okay.
up because I'm not a
What?
pizza man or a fellow pizza.
Okay, what do you think it costs us to make a large one-topping pizza?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
I mean to.
Yeah, you're yelling. I don't know. This is something that holds close to your heart. I can tell. This is, don't shoot the messenger.
Tell you what, because I get monthly food cost statements that tells us exactly how much it costs.
Well then,
Something says comedy gold like monthly food costs.
Damn right. Damn right.
so tell us in your opinion,
Okay.
in
All
your
right, take it out
in
the
your
table.
since I'm or whoever told me this, in your professional pizzaman opinion,
Yeah.
roughly at cost for the restaurant without making money,
Just food costs.
just food costs.
Okay.
With the dough and just a normal large pizza.
Yep.
How much would you say?
Regular crust or deep dish?
It doesn't matter.
No, just, yeah, the
No,
normal
yeah,
round.
it's all the
It doesn't
same
matter.
ounces of dough. It's all the same.
Deep dish
Around,
is the same.
around is the same. It's all the same.
Bob, come on.
You want to know what the last month or the last food cost I got? $3.57 to make one large pizza with one
Okay.
topping
That
with
makes sense.
pepperoni.
Okay.
So it's not pennies.
No,
It's
Penny, that's not
357.
pennies. It's a lot of pennies.
I mean, well, if a car's pennies, then yeah.
But
that's
you said pennies though. Pennies is like a handful of pennies.
Again,
You should have said
I'm the
quarters.
mailman bringing the letter. Don't yell at me because you didn't pay your bill.
But who wrote that letter?
The fact of the matter is, it's a
Little Cindy Lou
it's
Who.
somebody that worked.
Mike Illich, you
It
bastard.
is someone that's worked in the pizza business.
Who?
That's all I can.
Who?
Traitor.
That's all I can say.
Treasonous
pizza inside.
activity.
This is like a whistleblower, Joe. I can't smoke them out, and it would just defeat the whole purpose of everything.
Apparently, some people think that whistleblowers should be.
Yeah, a whistleblower should be named, not no, some whistleblower.
Show does not believe in anonymity in the
Well,
preservation
but-
of
Dude, I'll
privacy,
whistleblow all day
privacy
long.
for-
But
Two shits less.
but I hold your opinion at a higher regard because
Thank
you're
you.
still working there,
Yeah.
and it's more of a family business, so you intimately know what's going on.
It's not even close. No pennies. Trust me. And plus, you tack on labor and electricity and gas and all that, it gets up there.
No, absolutely. I was just curious.
Delivery charge, overcharge charge, extra charge charge.
Actually, like
Not getting lumped in with first
Charge fee
responders
charges.
during the holidays. Yeah. Since I guess the people that save lives and do all that don't eat.
I knew we were going to come back to that.
I don't
right.
know where we're going with this.
That goes
Pizza
back
man.
to last episode.
Pizza man.
No, I remember the conversation, but
Yeah.
about
He's
I
getting
just
in
want that
another
little-
dig on
Down there.
pizza.
Oh.
The pizza man is not held in as high esteem as
oh
the
yeah, we're back to that.
firefighter or the first responder.
Did you ask when you came here? Did you ask what the Facebook title was about? Did you say what is this? I
No,
heard you talking to Bob.
No, I wondered
because
what like
he'd only
Go ahead.
seen the Facebook post that Corey made.
No, I made it.
So did you make it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Corey. Okay.
the
My bad.
musing one?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Nick.
And I said I said that is not the official description that went out to social media.
Right.
That's just something that I thought Corey did, but you had
One of
done
our
it.
lackeys took care of.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, underlinks.
Piddly.
Yeah.
Piddly.
Right, but so because
Clearly not a double English major.
He
that
felt
made
like
this post.
he felt like the verbiage that you added there on Facebook was a little too on the nose
Yeah.
No,
for indicting the pizza men for their lofty ambitions.
to me, yeah.
To be included in that group.
I
And I'm like,
read
that's
it.
not the official.
No,
I'm like,
it's not.
look at the Podbean as official. I'm like, I think we're a little more kind, a little more.
You used
generous.
vexation, and
I
he
did.
used musing.
Musings. Yeah.
It's different.
Potato, potato.
No, but I read it, and I'm like, it sounds to me like I'm trying to say that we're better than the military or the police.
But that's what you.
And I'm like, no, that's not what I was going for.
No, you were-
That's kind of how it came off.
Right,
I
you
just
may not
wanted
be
a
going there, but
little
that's how it
tiny
came off.
picture.
Joe, you went on quite a bit about how you're equal, if not better.
I never said equal. All I said
You're like,
is
how
that
come we don't get discounts at places, and how come we don't do this? I'm like,
I would refer our listeners back to episode 49 to judge for
all,
yourself.
all I said is on that post where they're like, don't forget the people that are working and not spending time with their families
right,
during the
where it's like a
holidays.
squad car. that
Nurses,
says,
squad
thank
car.
the police
I
officers.
just want a
you know,
little tiny
just like a dusty set of hands with some dough.
Yeah.
So if it was a
Little
Don't
tiny
forget
one.
the pizza men
Post-
this holiday.
if it was a pizza pie
Postage
chart,
stamp size.
if it was a
They're not
pizza
with their families either.
if it was a pizza pie chart, the slice for pizza men,
Yeah.
how big would it be? Would it be 5%?
It would be like
10%? 1%?
0.5 ounces of cheese.
No, on a 1 to 100% of the pie, divided between
So
nurses, firefighters,
so I'm
cops.
cutting a pizza
pizza
into
men.
100 slices.
Have you seen a pie chart?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got 4 categories.
Oh, so we're doing
Nurses,
quarters.
nurses, no. Well, you
Well,
tell
4
me.
categories would be a quarter.
No, 4 categories, not 4 quarters.
He's used to cutting in squares.
Nurses, firefighters, cops, pizza men.
4.
That's 4 categories. For pizza men, on this pie chart, what percentage of,
I don't even want like a 30-second. Just a little tiny.
that's what I'm asking, of
That's all I want.
100%, what percentage of that pie is pizza men?
30-second. A little tiny.
No, of
30-second
100%, what percent is pizza men?
Less than 1. I just want
Just
to be
a
there.
sliver.
So 0.5, let's say
Fine.
0.5%. Okay. So the other 99.5% is distributed to some degree among nurses, firefighters.
But
and
all I
cops.
said, if you have
one pepperoni,
if you have a square and it's divided into quarters, there's paramedics, there's firefighters,
But we're
there's
not
policemen,
listing
and there's
the-
doctors.
we're
I
not-
just want that little tiny bit down.
Keep them running.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Do I? No, that's why I'm
think you
asking,
do.
because I didn't
think
get
you
what
do
you
get it. I
meant.
just want a little
I
tiny
wanted you to
bit
tell
down.
me what percentage
you're
of the
saying
pie.
like you just want like one string of cheese.
Yeah,
Like one.
exactly.
No, stop taking him. It's hard enough to get him to understand
one
a pie
shred of
chart.
mozzarella.
One
Let's
pepperoni.
not change the pie chart
How
into
don't I
like a string
understand a
cheese
pie
chart.
chart?
Because I kept asking you for percentage, you're like, I just want a piece of cheese. Like that. You don't measure pie charts in cheese.
If it was about cheese, you would.
But if you're breaking a
cheese
pie
chart?
chart down into 4 categories,
No,
it's
it's not.
25,
That'd be a cheese
25,
wheel.
It's
25,
not
and
broken
25.
down into categories. It's
Yeah.
it's broken down to percentage of the whole.
25, 25, 25, and 25.
But that's what I'm asking.
But that's what I said.
You should ask them in Wisconsin if they measure cheese in pie charts.
Oh my
because
God.
They probably do, and they're called cheese wheels.
All right, Corey's out. Danielle's in the bathroom. Let's move
Where'd
on.
Corey go?
It's right there. He's on his phone.
He's wisely extricated himself from the conversation.
He's logging on to be the second viewer.
I got one.
All right, so can we
Move on.
jump topics and over to the 50-50?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna let you run with this because it's kind of been your baby, but I know we wanted to set the stage for it, not doing it tonight, but setting the stage for what we were gonna do. And if we haven't worked out all the details for it, as far as like final dates, whatever, that's cool.
Yep.
But I know we had, for our dwindling number of listeners, had kind of teased that we were doing something for it. So
Well, in regards to that, I do have one comment about it, and that's the fact that we're an
Yeah.
audio podcast. We're an after-the-fact audio podcast. We're not worried about people that are listening live. That's not what we're about. We have
With it.
plenty of demographics, or of analytics, rather, that say otherwise.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of followers.
couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and ratings on every audio content app you can think of. So, we laugh about ourselves in this regard because it's Facebook Live midnight on a Saturday. I hope no one's here watching us, for their own mentality. But in that regard, the 50-50 raffle we came up with was an idea for the 50th episode. So we purchased 50-50 raffle tickets, about 2,000 of them. So
Corey just erupted in laughter at
you
that.
can't buy 10. So
But what you're so we're gonna have to advertise for this in some way, other than just us talking about it right now.
yep.
Which would be fine, but we'd really just be rewarding those listeners who happen to listen, an hour into the podcast and heard about the 50-50. So we're going to have to advertise in some way, which will get, people interested in who don't necessarily listen to us on social media.
Correct. So the concept is to do like a fundraiser, raise money for the Schnozzcast, and have a way to make it somewhat lucrative for people that are involved as well. So we're going to do the 50-50 for our 50th episode. We're going to announce it tonight. We're going to come up with all the logistics of the 50-50.
Can you quickly explain the 50-50 for those people who
Yes.
who aren't from America, who may not be familiar with the concept?
So yeah, 50-50 raffle is basically it's exactly almost how it sounds. So you've got a ream of tickets that are numbered, and there's 2 tickets per one set of number. One side of the ticket has owner information on it, and the other side of the ticket goes into a bucket. You split them up. They purchase them for, if we're going to do $10 or some kind of special, 3 for whatever, $20 a ticket, however we want to set that up. You'll purchase a ticket, they're all numbered. At a certain date, we're going to put them all into a drum, and we're going to... Corey was supposed to get the drum.
I'll let Nick finish, and then
Okay, go
we'll
ahead.
go on.
Okay.
But we'll put them into something, some vat of some sort. And I mean, Danielle's word box is a fireball container. So, but and we'll choose. And so whoever the winner is, however much money we raise, 50% of that is going to go to the person that wins, and the other 50% is going to go to the podcast. So basically, that's how a 50-50 raffle works. You can do it for any number of things. It's a fundraising tool, but it works out really well because, you know, if we raise $500, you're getting $250 if you win. So it's a pretty cool thing. Also, I would also appeal to anybody that maybe isn't from around here to say, hey, we'll do you one better, and if you want to get involved, we understand not everyone can be around here or actually physically have a ticket. We have no issue, no problem with doing a PayPal, a picture, everything's Rick numbered. We'll send it to your phone, what your ticket number is, we'll tell you. We'll fill in all your information on the ticket. So you're not going to have to actually listen to the cast to know if you won. If you win, we'll have your cell phone number or whatever, and we'll reach out to you, let you know, and we'll shoot you a Zelle of the money, or a PayPal or a Venmo or something like that, to where, you know, you can get it instantaneously. So you can still be involved. So I think it'll be something that's kind of fun. Maybe we'll do it for a month, whatever we come to terms with. That would make the most sense, you know, not like a week.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what, roughly how long we're gonna let this go before we do the drawing?
I mean, I think it should at least be a month. I mean, a month, you know, goes by pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And we can at least talk about it on 4 podcasts. If you guys wanted to do it longer, you know, it's only going to benefit the people that win.
Right.
And the cast. You know, it's
Yeah.
a fundraising tool. It's like we're selling Little Caesars pizzas. You know, I mean, it has a purpose. It has a purpose.
What?
Joe almost broke his neck. But
It's tough with the
Table's not
tablecloth, yeah.
and you know what? If we don't sell that many or whatever, I mean, there's still going to be a winner. People are still going to get cash. I mean, you know, people gamble and play card games for
Right.
a couple dollars. You know, so this could be something great. This could be something that we don't do again. This is kind of a research and development kind of experimental thing that we're doing here.
All right, so do we have a particular PayPal address set up now where people can, you know, send their entries and we can give them their tickets? Or is that something we're going to be working on for next episode?
I mean, we could work on it for the next episode. I mean, I don't mind using mine. You know, it doesn't matter either way. You know, it's all that's the cool thing about PayPal. You know, it's all documented. It's insured. You know, so you have a
Right.
way of being able to screenshot and say, hey, look, okay, you paid for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way, I just know typically sometimes with things like that, you know, it's going to take a little bit longer because you're going to have to, you know, wait for them to drop a couple transactions into a bank account, and then you're going to have to confirm the bank account, and you're going to have to set up an email
Yeah.
with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's not out of the realm of possibility because it might be something that we're going to need in the future anyhow.
Maybe, yeah.
But
So why don't we say, here's what we need to have. We need to have a destination where people can send their hard-earned cash, which is going to be PayPal of some kind. B, we need to have a documented either cost per ticket, so X amount of dollars will get you one raffle ticket, and or whatever other sort of promotion we want to make. Like if we want to say, like, hey, if you refer 5 friends through Podbean and tell us what their Podbean user IDs are, and we can verify that, yeah, we can see them as new users, like we'll give you a free raffle ticket. Like we'll give you another one.
okay.
And we'll eat that cost of what we would have given them in the 50-50 in order to get 5 new listeners. Like,
Sure.
That's something that we could do. But the cost per ticket is something that we have to have. And then C, obviously we need to make it available. We need to either announce in the podcast or make, like, here's the rules. Like, here's what it costs, here's who you send it to, here's when we're going to do the drawing, here's how we're going to get you your win.
I think most importantly, people need to understand we're going to use the Schnozzcast, SCHNOZZCAST @gmail.com. We'll use that to document everything.
Yeah.
If you're interested, you can email that account and say, this is my name, this is my email address, and this is my cell phone number. how do I purchase 1 or 3 tickets?
Right.
Um,
And the cell phone number is, it doesn't have to be your cell phone number, but we have to have a way to get a hold of them to let them know that they've won.
Yep.
And a method to contact them to tell them, like, so we can start that dialogue with them to go, okay, you've won, if they did win. Here's where we can pay, here's what address can we PayPal your wings to? But which really should be, if they've already paid for a ticket, their PayPal address should be there, and we should have that anyway. So we may not even need cell number, email address
Well,
for that.
and the fact of the matter is too, perhaps some of our older listeners are people that are a little bit more off the grid,
Yeah?
that just want an address. I would not be opposed to, as long as you can communicate via email to us, we can, hey, we'll send you a check.
We'll work it out. Yeah.
Send it in the mail. Give us an address, where it is. But we need that email because that's going to be integral in, taking a picture of your ticket and sending it back to you.
Yeah, which they should want. If you buy a raffle ticket over a podcast, you should want to at least get a picture of that number.
Yep.
Yeah.
And of course, we will do it on the air. So it'll be, it's not like we're just going to say, oh, sorry, you didn't win.
Right.
We're going to announce the number.
They
and
may
you'll
say
see
something
your
like,
number.
I want you to mail me my ticket.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we could do that if you really, really want to, yeah. Because some people are like, oh, yeah, you sent me a picture. Who's to say you're not just sending that same picture out to everybody who knows
Sure,
the
yeah.
podcast?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, but the interesting thing about the picture is that it's a 50-50 raffle, so it's going to be tied to 2 tickets. So on one of the tickets, it has spots to write owner information.
Yeah.
So when we take that picture, it will have in pen your name and information on the ticket itself.
Mhm.
So I think that should take care of, if we're blanket sending out one picture to everyone.
Right. That's a good point.
But yeah, enough on that. So hopefully we're going to hammer out the details in regards to how much we want to charge for them. It's $10. I think $10 is fair.
$10 for a ticket?
A ticket?
Well,
Yeah, that's.
what do you mean?
A lot of 50-50s are like 20. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
it depends
it's not
on
a golf outing though. I mean, it's
Well, it's not 100.
you're
maybe start a little smaller.
no. You pay.
why would you start?
One
Wait,
pizza.
How does that-
$10
out of
a
curiosity?
ticket?
That's one pizza.
$10 a ticket.
No.
One
As he
ticket.
just said, that's 2.5 pizzas.
Wait. $10 a ticket?
Uh-huh.
It's almost 3.
How about $1 a ticket and you get 10, like they do in golf outings?
I don't do golf outings, so I don't know.
$10
But hold
you
on,
get
hold on.
$10 you get 10 tickets.
Hold on. Whatever tickets he sells, he's gonna have to write that person's either email address or whatever contact information they shared with. Do you really want him to? I think he's trying to avoid having to write that shit. 10
Yeah, and by
times.
he means we. And
Really?
But if you
he is just going to
get
be so busy with these.
if you get 10 tickets for $10, no one wants to buy one ticket for $10.
Why not?
Because who does that?
Because, okay, stop.
We're not giving away a car
Stop.
here.
Think about, it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
So no matter what the ticket cost is, however many tickets we sell, the
Joe's
winner's
paying
getting half of the total amount.
Right. We could do.
If we sell for
$20.
$1 a ticket,
We could do $20 for 10 tickets.
you could do $100 for
Yeah.
one ticket.
Right.
It doesn't matter. What you really have to talk about is what's the maximum that people would be willing to pay for a raffle ticket
But
to have a chance at winning.
Well, I think.
but you're keeping it low. $10.
No,
when they
no.
hear $10, when you hear $1 for 10 tickets,
In this, first of all, this is what we have to hash out. But I think what Joe's trying to say is
Keep it low.
that well, not necessarily even a price, but he's right in the sense that a lot of events, $10 gets you, 15 tickets
Yeah.
or whatever it may be.
That's what I
because
was
it's more opportunities to win because there's more numbers tied to whatever.
Right,
It's not
I
necessarily.
yeah, you
agree with that.
butter them up.
Yeah.
You get them in. That's how you should do it.
I'm cool with if you want to drop
I think
it.
that's a good.
What do you think it
Good point
should
brought up by
be?
Joe.
Yeah.
5, 2, 1?
$5 gets you 20
and we
tickets.
could-
20 gets you.
Hold on.
In all honesty, we could easily, just write the name and information on the first ticket that's tied to that 10, and just
Take a
send
picture of all the
Yeah,
tickets.
send it as a lump.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I would not want to drop below, lower than one ticket per $1.
You
No, absolutely not.
$1 a ticket. If you want 10 tickets, that's $10.
Right? Yeah, I think that's simple.
I think that's the way to go, especially starting off with the first one.
But I wouldn't say like a $1 gets you 10 tickets.
No. I would say $1 ticket.
Yeah.
You guys know that there's like a thing that you can, like, I think it's on Facebook or it's an app or something where you can, like, it's an online
50-50
raffle,
kind of
yeah.
thing, yeah.
So you don't have to worry about
You don't have to
emails.
worry about tickets and all that.
They pay for it, and then you hit a button and it randomly draws some person.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to fill
It's like,
anything out.
fuck, I got all these tickets.
Oh, I got those
now.
2,000 tickets upstairs.
I follow a dart.
Oh, maybe I'll be able
guy
to hang
that
them
does
from my
that.
ceiling now.
That
and
gives
use
away
them as
shit.
decorations.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to handwrite shit.
Just throw them up in the air when you fart.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's
No,
all it
that
is.
was. This is. I mean,
If
this
you
is,
want in, go on Facebook, fill it out, and you hit a button, and it randomly draws some guy, and there you go. You don't have to handwrite
I want to
anything.
randomly draw some guy. But
Some dude.
Hey, refresh the app, the screen.
Don't stop talking on my behalf.
Oh,
ladies
sorry.
and gentlemen.
Bartender.
You know, I think starting off lower would definitely be a good idea.
I know, but I just.
I know, big hopes and dreams. I get
I know, but I just don't know if I can live in a world where Joe is right.
it. Well, I mean,
No, you get what I'm saying.
blind squirrel finds its nut every now and again, right?
Right.
The cheaper you make it, the more people are going to want to buy. If you're like, oh, it's $10 a ticket.
Even a broke clock is right twice a day.
Right?
No offense, Joe.
Thank you.
Not you.
Hey, get me one of these.
A portable charger.
What brand though? Griffin.
Oh, we should be watching Shun-Ugi.
Griffon.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I said that before you turned it on. What is it?
it's
Clearly.
a
That'd be a good thing. Yeah, put on like hardcore porn, and then we'll comment on the thing. Where's that?
Corey, this,
Oh my
this
god,
might not
that's
be my
what it is.
TV's issue.
Oh, it's your TV.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it definitely was a TV. There you go.
Recommended for you.
Knock that
Nick.
table over.
Sorry.
Hardcore cheerleaders, take it in the butt.
All right, Schnozzcasters, if you have any kind of libations or even some Gatorade or coffee that you want to put in a small little glass and pretend you're drinking with us, go ahead and grab it because we're going to do a shot. Pause us right now.
Chip.
And we're back. All right.
And we're back.
Cheers, everybody.
Schnozzcast.
Again.
Number 2.
Again,
Episode
can't-
50.
Episode 50.
Can't reach.
True, thank you.
You sure?
I'll pass too.
Might help that cold a little bit.
No, thank you.
How about some Tussin?
No. I don't know what that
Let
is.
that tussle work its way on down to the
That's-
bone.
Oh, we're out of tussin? Put some water in the bottle, shake it up. Got yourself some more tussin.
I do have prescription cough syrup upstairs.
Oh yeah, that's just what you need.
Doc.
It's actually a straight Sudafedrin.
Is it gonna put me to
Doc.
sleep?
Yes, in a second.
It can make methamphetamines.
I had to fucking show my ID to buy NyQuil. They're like, can I see your ID? I'm like, why? They're like, ooh.
I think that's just because of the way you
No,
look.
swear to God.
Could be because you were in a butcher
Do I
shop.
look like I know how to cook meth? Come on.
They recognize you.
I have all my teeth. All my teeth.
It was the Secretary of State.
Sir, this is the IRS office.
Sir.
Why are you trying to buy NyQuil here?
I'm sorry.
Don't you sass me, wet lady.
Number 34. Number 34. And how much for all this NyQuil? Excuse me, sir?
Sir, where did you get that NyQuil? This is a mortuary.
Where did you even get that from?
Can I buy some weed? Sir, you're at the police station. Oh, that was the thing about the Chris Rock thing
I
where
agree.
he's
So
like,
how you hanging in? How you doing?
I'm alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
he's like, Doc, I'm paralyzed. Help me. Here, take this chair and roll your ass around. Doc, I'm paralyzed. Help. Here, take this chair. Roll your ass around. So what are we moving on to? I don't even know
How
what
many
I'm
time
saying.
last
Sorry,
time?
this is you.
Since we started.
Go ahead.
115.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I froze like a pirate on the, Arr! Arr!
It looks like your mustache is waxed as well.
Arr!
Why you?
It does.
Right. You look like you should.
You're now in the rum business.
I have one eye open.
You look like you should be trying to court Princess Toadstool.
I guess I'm a
It's a me, a Guido.
swashbuckler now.
I'm going to win.
All right. Okie dokie. Look at his face. That's the most Italian you've ever looked, Joe.
Swing onto the lanyards. The cutlasses on our teeth.
Bolshevik now?
Oh man,
Ken's expression hasn't changed.
Yeah.
still bright orange.
I'm
and,
telling you,
back his head.
that MLB logo is going to kill us.
Admire the hot dogs.
Nick, put that. Okay, no. Whatever that thing was. Put that on.
Clint in the Podbean live room says hello to everyone.
Hey, Clint.
Hey, Clint.
Clint!
Hi, Clint. Clint.
I love Kansas. Clint.
Moving right along, Bob, we're going to move to the news segments, or?
We can. I was just sorry looking up a story to give to Danielle. I think I'm just going to send you this one, Danielle, and you can.
Okay.
There's probably like 6 different like shorter stories here that you could just
Oh boy.
take one of those, whichever one you want.
She read 6 short stories as her word box, so.
You did.
Clint came back with the "you are what you can eat" to Joe's comment.
Yeah.
Oh, a little saucy there, Clint.
Confetti flying.
Right. I don't know what's going on.
That's a lot of streamers going off in there.
There were a lot of noises coming from
Right.
the restroom.
Let's not go there. trying to distance myself from
We've been there too many times tonight,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Hey, just remember to get rid of that folding chair when Joe comes
Yeah,
back.
Damn it.
Just burn it.
Oh, hey, Joe.
So speaking of shooting my pants,
Ooh, you know what?
making fun of me.
What's that?
Danielle, could you please read who just said hello to us in the Podbean room?
No.
Is it
Please.
Jennifer? Is it Jennifer with a Y?
No.
Please, Danielle.
Sasha Port.
What?
It's
Sasha Port.
It's Schnannenpour.
What?
SSHASANPOUR.
Ah,
Is that the tiger?
well, hello.
Yeah, hello.
From North Carolina.
I see.
No offense to the name. Danielle just has issues with S's.
Yeah, SHs.
Yeah. So Bob, do you want to carry the day, or are you still looking things
For
up
the
on your phone?
yeah, I got mine. I could do. So we started doing. Dude, did you blow it directly in my ear?
I blew it that way.
That was a
I
direct
felt like my hair went like
No, that
this.
was a direct hit.
I was gonna say.
Hey, like David Spade and Tommy Boy.
All right, so we started doing a segment a couple of weeks ago. I think we're, for lack of a better term, unless someone comes up with a better one, we're calling it Booze News, where a lot of us are bringing a weird news segment to the podcast every week. So we had a couple of good ones last week, which really focused a lot around airline promotion scams. Which I thought was endlessly fascinating. Something about that topic just does it for me. Like, I could have sat there and listened to it all along. So, I sent Danielle one. I'm going to give her a second to peruse that thing and see if one of those things she can...
You told us not to peruse.
Well, I just sent it to her. Like, she's never taken a look at it. Joe, do you want to go first?
No, because
Okay.
I wasn't ready.
Okay. All right.
Bob,
Yeah.
how many of those stories are from the state of Florida?
Ooh, you know what? That did occur to me. That did occur to me.
Beer?
Either to focus on like there's
You need to keep track.
podcast I listen to pretty regularly. They used to do a segment called it was called Scan BC, and they would do it from British Columbia, where there was this news outlet in British Columbia called Scan BC, and they would do these like. They weren't even like human interest stories, but they were like local news stories, but very like weirdly specifically local news. And like apparently British Columbia is a very like one of the most Canadian of provinces.
It's
And
way
so,
up there, yeah.
right? So their police force, it was like a blotter, like police.
What
blotter.
you saying, eh?
Yeah, but tons of like, oh, guy ended up riding his own moose into the mall down in the local. Jesus
Yes.
Christ!
I told you I was going to be coughing.
God.
2 kinds of maple syrup. Into the...
Yeah, so a very Canadian kerfuffle was
The
made
whole
about
joke.
it, and it actually made the police butter, so it was hilarious. So yeah, it did occur to me like, oh, we could pick Florida, or we could pick some sort of like category of story to stick with for like what we would do. But like, we're just starting with this. Let's not limit to that. It may turn out that Florida probably would be, the source for many, many good stories. But so I can go first while people are looking up what they're gonna do. So for booze news, I have. So my article is Dad takes over daughter's social media as punishment, and he's more popular than her.
Oh, of course.
Chalk one up for Dad.
When 15-year-old Madeline was caught helping sneak boys into a sleepover party. Oh, Madeline, you dirty bird.
You dirty ass. You dirty little whore.
I was trying to keep it clean, Corey, but that's fine. Her parents
Joe
decided,
said it first.
Her parents decided she needed to be punished.
Oh, see, when you say it like that, it was really weird.
Is this going to get sexual?
She needed to be punished.
Are you reading a romance novel, or?
I didn't say punished the way that you probably hoped I would have said, but
It was close enough.
she needed to be punished.
Like you get on Craigslist or
Her dad approached, ripped his shirt open, exposing his
Now,
hairy
this
chest.
is from the Mirror.
Daddy said she needed to be punished.
Ow.
That's another way to look at it.
His nipples aroused.
Okay.
So this is from the Mirror site in the UK. Tanya Ford and Larry Sumter let their daughter decide her own fate. 1 month without a phone, or a reduced sentence of 2 weeks without a phone.
This is all being videotaped. Sorry, I'm listening.
What the fuck?
I'm listening.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, we're good.
But her parents will be given the freedom of her social media. Picking the latter, the high school student from Texas has seen her dad post selfies on Instagram with the caption, "Felt cute, might delete later," and dance on TikTok wearing a crop top and jean shorts, leaving her begging to change her choice. But it's not all bad news for Madeline, who's seen her social media accounts surge in popularity, with fans desperate to keep up with Larry's antics. Mom Tanya told Today magazine, after the first day, Madeline was like, "I changed my mind, I choose the 1 month." And Larry told her, "Nope, I'm too invested. I have too many ideas, we're sticking with the 2 weeks." He's loving it. I think he's going to make his own TikTok account when this is over.
Those pictures are...
The dad has become popular with his daughter's classmates, who regularly check for his Snapchat updates. Embarrassing Madeline at school is nothing new for Larry, with the commercial construction manager often picking her up dressed as the school mascot, with the music blaring to ensure all eyes are on her. And he had no plans to stop. As the punishment for the sleepover began, the 43-year-old father posted a photo of his daughter studying in the bedroom with the caption, "This is Maddie. Maddie got herself grounded. She had a choice of no phone for a month or no phone for 2 weeks, and we have full control of her own social media. She chose it 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for some amazing Instagram posts, Snapchats, and TikToks from her parents." Since then, her accounts have been flooded with photos of her dad dressed in her clothes, singing in his car, and recording a video to give tips on how to run.
How to run?
Like a man!
He's won a legion of fans on social media, with other parents vowing to use the same punishment for their own kids. "Let me tell you, sir, you are a genius. Love the idea," said one. Another replied, "I love your dad, all the way from the Netherlands. He needs an Instagram account of his own." That's my story.
Interesting.
Actually, I did see that on the Chives the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a post on there, and they had some of his videos and pictures posted up.
Yeah.
And
maybe you have to be a dad to appreciate it, but I know I saw that and I'm like, oh man, that dude's a rock star.
yeah. Oh, and he's definitely going to be more popular than his daughter. That's for sure.
But it sounds like you're not bagging on his daughter.
I'm sorry. I'm what?
Bagging on his daughter.
Oh no. I mean,
Was she already intuitively an uninteresting person on TikTok or wherever?
no. It was nothing about her. It was literally
okay.
just it gave the background of why the dad was doing it. But it was all like the pictures and videos from him. It really was not. It didn't show any of her, what she had posted prior or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, he basically like people like, "Oh, you dad a century."
I'm sure she's supremely embarrassed.
Oh God, I wouldn't even doubt it.
Yeah.
But I mean, good for him.
Good for him.
He made his point, and he's also
He gave her a choice, and she said, "I'll take this one." And he's like, he stuck by it too. He's like, "No, you can't go back and change your choice. That's what you picked."
yeah, and that's I think a
You
lot more parents
what
need
you
to do
sow. Yeah.
that. You need to stick with what you're going for, and keep through with it.
Yeah.
That is a prime recipe for her killing her parents in their sleep. Especially the dad.
Is it though?
Oh yeah, I think it is. If her dad does
That's the
that
problem
much
with
to
kids
her,
today is, like, why is that an option?
I don't know.
Take your fucking lumps.
But that's the thing. It's all
Because
fun
he
and
did
games,
way-
but you know what?
He
She
did
snaps.
way more than my dad would have done.
Oh, my dad would have
My dad never gave me a choice in anything.
Neither did my dad.
But today, I was talking about a good friend from high school about this a while ago when our kids were younger. And she had a great piece of advice to me that had stuck with me, and I used it every day since then. He's like, with the kids, you always give them two choices. You got two choices. You can either do this or you can do that. You pick. It gives them some feeling of accountability, and also feeling that they had a hand in it and they weren't just like a, you know what I mean, like a victim, like a cog in a machine. Like they had some control over their destiny, even if the two choices are horrific.
Are we talking about like doing laundry? You have to wash.
It doesn't matter.
Fold,
No,
or-
anything,
That's-
anything.
anything.
You don't. Rather than being like old school, like my dad would say, like you're gonna do this, and like if you don't do it, like you're gonna get a beating, or you're gonna, or you know, you're not gonna get to go out with your buddies on the weekend, or whatever. I'm taking the car away. Like at the end of it, it comes down to two choices. I'm gonna give you two choices to pick from. The one that's gonna be the punishment that I feel you should get, and the one that's gonna be the punishment that you really don't want. But if you don't want to do it,
But that you're going to say that you're enforced. You're going to enforce, but not
oh yeah,
actually.
you're going to enforce. No, you're going
You
to
will.
absolutely enforce
Okay.
either one. But you're going to get those two choices.
It's like you're grounded for 2 weeks, but after a week I'll kind of get in. Did you stick true to your groundings for your kids?
Yeah.
100%. 2 weeks.
I mean,
Exactly.
no, I'm trying to remember.
You bent.
Like,
You bent.
dude, it's been my daughter's 20, so it's been a
Just-
number of years. I can't remember every fucking grounding.
Every grounding.
Jesus Christ.
Pull up my notepad.
But
I don't know,
if
that-
somebody,
that-
if one of my kids did something that was like, you know, they did, like they got a D in a class, and it was because they
Oh, I
they
had
did the work and
those.
didn't turn it in, something like that. Like there was some sort of punishment that would be like, you know, hey, you got two choices. You can either not go anywhere for the summer, or you can do this following giant list of chores I've given
With
to you.
1D? 1D?
Yeah, but you make that one choice like so outlandishly outrageous that there's no way they pick it, which leaves them back to the real choice, which is here's the list of fucking chores you're gonna do in order to work off your D.
Dude, I'll tell you what, that news article though, that was like murder-suicide right there.
Well,
We're gonna work that D right off.
I mean, all right. Does anybody else want to go?
I can.
I have one, but I didn't read it. Sorry.
Well, I skip.
Here, let's move that a little bit closer for you.
I keep moving it because
You might have to scooch up.
Hi, my name is Danielle,
Shut
and
up.
I want.
My name is Danielle.
So this one
I read
is
the news.
there's
Talk about
10
their news.
different stories.
I hope
I'll just pick one.
everybody.
I know.
They're not that long.
No, and it's just of different people telling their stories of either they were scammed or they were the scammers.
I was just looking for something quick
Yeah.
to send you, so yeah, it's probably not the greatest. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not bad.
Okay.
It's just different. It's just talking about how, like, this is the age where you can get catfished. There's marketing schemes. There's Instagram things that people fall for.
Mhm.
Pyramid schemes, like all those different things. There was a couple that talked about like catfishing ones. The one guy actually catfished his like best friend. Cause the catfisher was gay and his friend was not, but he
Okay.
went on as like a woman, and he just talked about how he took on like a whole new personality, like being this other person, and like had to keep a notebook of all the lies he was telling to keep it straight.
That's pretty
You gotta
good.
keep
That's pretty
yeah.
committed.
Yeah.
That's how you know. If you gotta keep a notebook to keep track
Well,
of
because he
it.
couldn't remember what he was saying to this
Dear
friend. 'Cause he was
diary.
trying to be a girl. He basically is what he said.
Alright,
Like
so
today I said this.
amended saying like he's too dumb to lie.
Line number 2047.
Right.
But it might have been like line number 4 and he's just too dumb to keep track of 4 lies.
But he did say eventually he came clean and told his friend, and his friend just thought it was a joke, so he didn't like make a big deal of it.
Yeah.
I don't keep a
book for the podcast. Really, I mean, I tried, but you know.
Right.
Things to do.
And there was another one too
Blank.
that in the was actually some kids at
That pen
MSU
ran out of ink.
were they were in a group project for one class and then found out they all had another, like, I think it was like microeconomics or something. How they all had that class in common too. And they were trying to figure out how to study for this exam. And it came to be that one or two of the people were taking the exam at like 10 a.m. and the other one was at 3. So trying to go in and steal like the exam to study from the exam.
Listen.
I know, but you're sticking your finger in my face.
It's like, turn away from the mic. I'm like, you go the whole fucking time.
No.
And I
no,
get
he
fucked.
doesn't.
Yes, he does. Sorry, Dan.
I'm listening, Danielle. Continue.
But they were talking, so the one kid actually took the test at 10 a.m. and there were two of them that were in the like hall trying to steal the exam, but there's TAs walking around, the professor is watching to try and like get any cheaters, and when you turn your exam in, they check your ID to make sure you're supposed to be in that class at that time to take the exam. So as the TAs weren't paying attention and one person went up to the professor to distract the professor so the other two people could walk out with people that were leaving to steal the exam. Somehow they ended up doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just all different scamming stories. It was interesting
Okay.
though.
That's crazy.
Seems like a lot to do.
Right?
Just for-
Just for one test.
Yeah.
And the guy said too, he goes, really, it didn't make, I got a B instead, or I got an A
Instead of a B.
instead of a B. Like it
B's a
didn't
good
make any really difference to my grade, so it wasn't like the payout was worth
All the work.
all of the work. Because there was like 5 people that went in on this together to
Yeah,
try and
But you know,
just to study
people
for
who
an
are-
exam.
People who are trying to move from a B to an A care about the amount of work that they have to do to get there versus people who are trying to move from a D to a C
Right.
are like, yeah, it's
I
too
give a
much
shit.
work for me now, I'll just take the fucking D.
Yeah, but if you're trying to move from a B to an A, why wouldn't you just study a little more?
Right. Instead of
And
making this plot to
Because
steal
it's
the
a
exam.
because normally they would, but there was some sort of extenuating circumstances like my dad died or my fucking I got kidnapped and I just made it my way back to freedom or I was on heroin and just kicked it.
My ransom note took too long.
So a question was posed to you though by Scott Kid 06. How did they get the exam back?
What do you mean? They didn't have to, they stole the exam to study for the later exam time. So there was like a 10 a.m. exam and a 3 p.m. exam. So they came in to steal the test so they could study the answers.
Oh, so
To
they didn't
take
actually,
the
they didn't actually
test.
take anything out of the room.
No, they took
They
the
did,
test
but
out.
Yeah,
there was
how-
a later. There were 2 different
Yeah, right.
times.
So
to test.
you could take
which
you
is
take
mistake
tests at
number
different
1.
times. So
So like the
Never
class,
scheduled 2 different
the
times.
class was like 1,000 people,
yeah, you had like
and they were split into 2 times.
Yeah.
So you could register or come in at any time to take the exam. So basically, it was up to, for my interpretation, at least what Danielle said, it was up to the professor to kind of do the checks and balances on what was going on.
Right,
yeah,
'cause
which they
as
never
you
do.
turn-
Like that's mistake number 1. Never schedule 2 times for the same.
But what they
Right.
did was they caused one person to cause a diversion.
Yeah.
And
To distract all the extra people.
the other ones came in, took an exam as if they were going to take the test and ended up leaving.
Right, they pretended to fill in answers
Right.
to make it look like they were actually taking the test.
So basically, there was just no returning that booklet.
Right.
Right, yeah, so they,
See, if that professor was smart,
you should have numbered the book.
you number the booklets and
Yeah.
they all need to be back at the end of the test.
Right.
So clearly they didn't do that. So hopefully that answers the question posed. I mean, I would assume that's how it happened.
That's why they do a test A and a test B.
Yeah.
That
Good
too,
point,
yeah.
Ted. That's a good point. Yeah.
Hey, you also
And-
have 2 different
And they
tests.
should be different. They're not always though.
No, I know a lot of times.
Sometimes
in-
test A and test B are the exact same test.
they
But they're
just
counting
make-
the fact that you know that there's 2.
You know,
there's a test A and a test B.
I remember cheating off somebody and getting
Yeah.
a better grade than the person I cheated off.
That's right, sucker.
See, I had several professors that would do that exact same thing. Like the person next to you would have a different test.
Right.
It was the ones that the professors that there were some that would be like, oh, just so everyone knows, don't bother looking at the person next to you because it's a different test.
Right.
Okay, well, that it kind of eliminates the work that you just did. rather than seeing everyone turn in their tests and be like, oh, well, this person clearly cheated off the person next to him because they have all the same answers and they were two completely
They're all
different
C's.
tests.
Right.
So yeah, it was the professors that didn't tell you that you're like, oh, you got me.
Yeah.
Got me
Yeah.
good. Because the ones that mentioned it, you're like, okay,
Well
well,
done,
I'm, not
checks.
gonna, I'm gonna just guess on everything. I'm not gonna look at the person next to me.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I think it's a little more underhanded to not tell
You know
the
what though?
students.
When I was in high school, all of my friends, I had like 5-6 friends. They were all, no, seriously, like just not acquaintances, friends.
Okay.
They were all smarter than me, got better GPAs and stuff like that. One of my good friends now, which is not hard, right?
Gave you the shocker?
No, one of my good friends now is an anesthesiologist. He's a doctor.
Matt.
Well, he was smarter
Matt,
than you.
my
so.
friend Matt. My friend Matt is a doctor right now. Now,
I
let me-
assume they're all
now, let me
doctors
tell
or
you this.
lawyers, or they're all
No.
smarter than you
They all took the advanced classes.
because they're
In
smarter
high-
than you.
Yeah, but all I heard was like, hey, my sister took the class last year, and all she did was give me her notebook, and hey, I passed the class. I'm like, so you cheated, basically what it was. Dude,
They were efficient.
Smarter
than you in cheating.
efficient, yes. Smarter, no.
But
Yeah, but they
No,
figured
no.
it out. They
More
figured out a
efficient.
way.
hold on.
Yeah.
More
In
efficient.
Joe's defense,
Yeah.
doctors.
I'm an idiot.
No. Doctors or anesthesiologists, regardless.
Yeah.
Pizza man's in the same category.
Damn right.
I mean,
Damn right.
that's all I have to say. I think we're coming full circle on this.
But you get what I mean.
So
like,
if we had to add doctors and
brain surgery.
doctors and anesthesiologists to the pie chart, would he still be at 0.5%?
No, I think what he's saying
you threw me
is.
way off.
I think what he's saying is that
25, 25, 25.
No!
100%.
You don't understand a pie
I
chart.
think
Yes, I do.
No, you do not.
I think what he's saying is
Yeah.
that regardless of we all started in the same place and advanced onto different locations, we're coming full circle because we're all part of this one group now. Doctors, pizzamen, law enforcement.
Yes, that's what I'm going to
What?
No, it just because you have a degree in something does not make you
Smart?
like all. No, it
Successful?
no, it doesn't make you. It does, but
Makes
that
you
doesn't
broke.
make you. It doesn't make you
In debt.
more knowledgeable than. No, it doesn't.
The people whose lives you might not have saved because you weren't good enough
By
to save
by
them
that,
might disagree.
yeah.
No, I understand. There's plenty of people that have degrees that can't get jobs, and there's plenty of people that
Right.
don't have degrees that are
That can get jobs
absolutely
and that
brilliant.
are very
There's
knowledgeable.
plenty of people
Exactly.
with many jobs
That's
who
what
don't
I'm going
degrees
to.
who, Jesus, give up
I
some
mean,
of those
you
jobs,
you,
man.
you can't be a
Let some other
neurosurgeon
people
without a
get
degree.
jobs.
I get
Come on,
that, but
job hog.
When
Joe,
No, either.
Joe, you want to tell your story?
what?
Your
Oh,
news
my
story.
news story.
Oh,
Well, I had to put my phone down.
yeah,
here
are you
because-
ready now?
Yeah, but you threw it down there like, oh, it's interfering.
Well, because you can't just like put it on the table when you're.
All right, so never read this story. Michigan man believes.
Should go well.
Yeah. You told me not to read it. Man.
I know, I did. I totally said you.
Motherfucker. Michigan man believes he may be Detroit child who went missing in 1994.
Go on.
I'm connecting to the internet.
you have mail.
You got mail.
I think it's a phone issue
Hold on.
because we're all
Shut up.
connected
Sorry.
to.
Is he the only one that you didn't give your Wi-Fi password to?
Oh, of course.
Can I continue?
Nick, what's your Wi-Fi password?
One.
I don't have Wi-Fi.
No, I have your
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, Michigan man. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, a Michigan man who believes he might be DeJuan Sims,
The Harry.
a
The.
4-year-old boy who went missing in 1994 and was believed to be dead, has submitted his DNA to police for testing. Let's see, Whole Foods, $10 off your first order with free 2 hours.
You have to read the ad.
Restrictions apply. The unnamed man walked into the Livonia Police Department on December 11th, where he submitted his DNA sample exactly 25 years after Sims' mother, Dewana Harris, told police she was shopping with the child at the Wonderland Mall in Livonia when he
Oh, I used to
mysteriously
love Wonderland
vanished.
Mall.
I know, that's like a dark pit.
Days gone by.
The surveillance video inside showed Harris inside the mall, but there weren't any images of Sims. Thursday Night Pro Football now 4K.
Why are you reading the ad?
Subscribe.
No, please keep doing that.
All right.
Oh my God, this is the best.
Harris said she's been in communication with the man, but has doubts he might actually be her son. She told the Detroit Free Press that she asked him about personal information only she would know.
He was 4.
Yeah, last one.
I'm just reading.
What color was your binky?
Like his birthmarks
What
and
color
birth
was your
date.
binky?
What 4-year-old's gonna remember
What
that
she
shit?
said, he was unable to answer the questions. Arizona
Oh,
girl
shit.
Willow Rawlings body found 2 weeks after flash flood swept her away. Okay.
I can't take it anymore.
Wait, we have T-Public.
Okay, go on.
Okay. I have no clue whatsoever, she said at her home on Friday. You would like to be hopeful. Police Captain Ron Tague said investigators could not find anything to make them confident about Sims' actually being at the mall. I was here at the department and we looked at all the videos. We checked everything and we said that DeJuan Sims with Mrs. Sims, Tague, told WDIV-TV.
10% off your next
Way too
kidnapping.
long. Police said they first heard of the man's theory after he posted the belief of his identity on Facebook and shared the second thoughts he was having over what his parents told him about his childhood. I guess what's the odd, this isn't even typed right. I guess what's the odd is that he claimed that he didn't want any of his information out in the media, and from what I understood, he has put this out on social media, Tague said.
Yeah, it's all over social media. What do you mean he doesn't want to put it on social media? It's on
don't
Facebook, it's
know.
on everything.
But Harris
Scroll
said she
down
was
for more
wary
settings.
and has the target of constant ridicule due to the circumstances of Sims' disappearance. With every other thing that has happened, I've been negative about me, she said. In April, Brian Michael, these last names are fucking ridiculous. Brian Michael Rinin,
Well, when you say it in a ridiculous way.
R-I-N-I-N.
Well, they might be reading Gudo,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
saying that's ridiculous.
Claimed he was 14 and the police in Kentucky, where the hell is Kentucky coming from? That was the only Timothy Pitson and Aurora, Illinois boy who disappeared in 2011 at age 6. Authorities said that Rinnie told them he escaped captors and sexually abused him. Federal authorities said they were suspicious after Rinnin refused to be fingerprinted. DNA testing quickly revealed his true identity. Rinnin had been released from a state prison in March after serving more than a year on burglary and vandalism. Prison records show he was accused of making up stories during his time there. When confronted with the DNA results, Rinnin said he had been watching a story about Timothy on ABC's 2020 and wanted to get away from his own family, the FBI said. Authorities said he twice earlier portrayed himself in Ohio as a juvenile victim of sex trafficking. News anchors' salaries released, leaving viewers vexed. 21 Walmart shopper. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe I was waiting for
I read.
how long that would take
oh my
before he was
God.
absolutely done with it. So that we never got the answer in regards to the testing on the DNA, correct?
No clue.
Not sure.
No.
I don't think there was, because we know that he submitted it. There's a lot of high-profile things like that. the young black male that stated that he was Bill Clinton's son and things like that, and people that and he looked like him, and things like that. But in something like this, you almost wonder, how is there a motive? This is someone that just wants to either prove one way or another. So that would be interesting to find out if that's the case, because I know that was. It was fraught with a lot of problems, like way back in the day, because they followed her around on the camera of the mall, and the claim was, I went to the mall with my 4-year-old, and he went missing, and none of the camera footage showed her with her son, and it just made no sense whatsoever, and now he's been gone since, the late 80s, early 90s, and this person just arrived and said, who would do that? No one. I mean, people do stranger things, of course,
Right.
but it would be definitely interesting to find out. But it was the whole thing was extremely strange. You almost wonder what the case files state in regards to that initial missing persons report and what their investigation was in regards to wouldn't that be your first question? How were you there with your son? We're looking at all these videos and your son's not with you.
Right. Right.
Mom in on it. What's going on? So.
Nick, I'm so torn between
Danielle's story and Joe's.
No, between telling Joe next time, please read the story before you read it on the podcast, or please don't read it and continue to read all of the ads.
The ads are going either way.
Yeah, I'm so torn. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
maybe, and I'm
I'm
probably the only one who got any enjoyment out of that. Maybe, I don't know.
You did not specify. I read
did not.
what was on the screen. That's what I read.
You did, and it was. But it's lightning in a bottle, dude. Like next time you can't do that.
No, it's
This time it was hilarious, but next time,
right?
right? Yeah. And you get the Python
For the fifth,
exactly.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, I get the Python. Don't do it over.
Yeah, right. The first time is the funniest. It always was.
1, 2, 5, 3, 3.
Corey, do you happen to have a story or no? It's okay if you don't.
Well, I happen to have one. Yes.
Okay.
So, rather than just reading this news story,
With the ads.
We've done before.
okay, found it.
All right.
So, see, this was in San Francisco. This is a very, very recent news story.
Okay.
There was some things that started washing ashore. They were fish.
I think I saw this on my roll up with the news. I will not spoil it, but
Does anyone else have a guess about these fish?
Well, I just read it.
Are they fish?
but look how away she is.
Mammals or?
Yes.
Mammals?
No, they're actual fish.
This is a mammal.
Fish
not a
is not a mammal.
But a whale is a mammal.
No,
Whale's
that's
not-
why I said
Whale's
Getting
fish.
a little far afield here, sir.
In San Francisco?
Back on track. Let's keep it on track.
It's gotta be Chinese something.
Keep it on track.
San Francisco, it's
Joe,
gotta be Chinese.
you've already
Yeah.
told your rambling story.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you're not far off. They are supposedly from East Asia.
There you go.
Okay.
They take the form of a certain something. Any guesses on what they take the form of besides Danielle and Bob?
What? I don't understand the context.
They take the form of
I seen the
Danielle and
picture.
Bob.
I seen the picture.
What are we
they-
talking about?
These fish happen to look like something.
Oh, humans.
Frogs.
Well,
A part of a human.
Human part.
Human teeth. There's like a
No,
phallic shape.
lower.
there you go.
Okay.
A penis?
Yes, they are penis fish.
Oh, nice.
And apparently thousands of them have been washing on the shores of San Francisco. And
Oh,
Should be.
it doesn't even look like a fish. It just looks like a string
wow.
of peanuts without balls.
Hey, how you doing?
yeah, anyone who just go, all you have to do is type in penis fish into Google.
Corey, I
And
think I know what we're having for dinner tomorrow.
you see that?
Did you swim here
Let's
alone?
have some fish.
I think you typed
No,
in
and-
penis, not penis fish. Ah,
And apparently they are actually a delicacy in East Asia.
wait a minute.
Of course they are.
I know those hands. Those are dog's hands.
So,
Hope she's not listening.
Yeah. What are the odds?
yes, it's Thousands of bizarre penis fish have washed up on shore on a beach in Northern California, likely due to the weather. Experts believe the phallic creatures, known as fat innkeeper worms,
Dickfish.
were forced out of their underwater burrows and dumped on Drake's Beach by recent storms. This is going to upset most people, or most guys I should say, but the beach was covered with the pink worms, which can grow up to almost a foot long.
Damn.
As seagulls scoop them up from the sands of San Francisco.
As housewives from miles around came to scoop them up on the beach.
But yeah, penis
Look
fish
at
are a
that
delicacy in East Asia where they're eaten raw with salt and sesame oil,
Raw dogging it.
grilled or stir fried with vegetables.
Nick just rubbing his temples like, oh my god.
Well, once you see the picture, it really kind of does you in.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like eating cow tongue. I mean, it's just the aesthetics of it. It's like, no. I don't care how delicious it is if it has, like, crab
Look
meat.
at all those penis fish.
Wow. Danielle.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's covered in the beach.
I haven't
That's-
seen
that's-
an array of dicks like that
No,
since
for
I
real,
was.
though. I figured when he said walking the
new.
shore, there'd be like scattered about, not like a whole
Since
fucking.
yesterday.
You know,
Sorry.
Danielle, please go on about how amazed you are at all the dick.
There was
fish.
a lot of them.
God, there's so many peanut
Corey's on the couch.
it does kind of look like the floor of the Kowalski Sausage Factory
Nice.
on this beach.
You know, tonight you're gonna be like, hey
Just,
baby.
just so you know,
She's gonna be like, oh, look, I've just been bombarded with dicks all day. I can't deal with you. Right
Scott Kiddo 6 states, just so you know, I'm about to take off because I have to go to bed, or something along those lines. And yeah, I just realized I just made that part up.
You
But
did.
there were like 5 messages leading up to it saying I'm going to bed.
Yep, you just consolidated them all into one.
But this
Yeah.
is the true message at
Okay.
the end. Just so you know, I'm blaming whoever's talking if these things end up in my dreams tonight.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
A beach full of penis fish.
As they should.
Fantastic.
As they should.
Fantastic. I was actually looking at that story, and how pissed would you have been
I'm
if I
sure
was
you
like,
were.
guess what kind of fish was beached up on? You'd be like, oh, god damn it, Bob.
I mean, I would have came up with something else, but
Yeah.
it would have kind of killed my momentum a little bit.
All right, sorry. Did we get to the end of your story? I didn't want to short.
No, that's really it. It's just
All right.
the idea of, I mean,
Dickfish.
big old dickfish, just and thousands of them.
So many of them.
There were.
There were so
See
many.
why I said no seafood?
Easy then.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're
why
going
I
to do a
said no
little, another edition of the
Schnozzcast.
Schnozzcast.
Hey.
Hold on, please, gentle listeners, pause this right now and go get a beverage of your choice. And we're back.
And we're back.
That's drunk.
Guitar Roger.
Cheers to you.
Guitar Roger.
Oh, hot
Episode
damn.
50. I like to kick, stretch, and kick.
So one of the funny things, Corey.
Which I'm surprised you weren't wearing that shirt tonight.
Hold on. That's where I'm going. I'm going somewhere.
Remind everyone of my dementia.
Yeah. So earlier, Bob and Joe had got here early in the panel van, and
Wait, hold on. Don't put me in the panel van with Joe.
you were in the panel van with Joe.
That's
I know, but now the way you say it like
Excuse
that,
me, it's
It just-
Ecto 1.
it just paints a
You guys
unfortunate picture.
showed up in a 1980s shoe on wheels.
Yeah,
Ecto 1.
that's better.
Stranger
Okay.
danger.
But anyhow, yeah.
Better.
So they showed up and they came in and they're moving around the table and assisting and helping.
Like this.
And
No, not like that.
Moving around the table.
Not like
Joe
that.
was gyrating his hips. I'm not sure if that was directly from the penis fish story or.
No, it was way I was
Precursor.
in dancing mood.
But regardless, so I kind of like out of my peripheral hearing heard them talk about the shirt that I gave you, something like that. So I tuned in a little bit as I'm putting beer in the fridge, and it was something along the lines of a shirt that Joe had given to Bob. Well, the only shirt that, of course, I knew was the Kick, Stretch, and Kick on 50 shirt, which was way back on Bob's 50th birthday that we posted on Instagram.
So I'll stop you right there.
I was saying,
We
'cause
got-
he
we
did
got-
bring it back.
Wrong!
Hold on. It wasn't on the 50th birthday. It was a couple weeks after that.
It was after. Okay.
It was the
But
last.
some time
it was the
ago, wasn't it?
last time that we podcasted from my basement. Because
Correct.
it's still on the chair where I left it. So Joe picked me up tonight, like a champ. Thank you very much for the ride. And on the way, he's like, "Hey, mind if I stop at my dad's?"
Is that usually what you do with gifts that you appreciate? You leave on the chair for months at a time?
Apparently.
No, just that one.
Haven't worn it. Right there.
So
With the tag
So I'm
on.
like, "Yeah, no problem. We're not late." So he ran over to his dad's, ran in, came back out, and they were gonna go to your place. And he's like, "I want to stop at my house real quick because the shirt that you have for it, it's gonna be." I'm like, "Man, you don't have to do that." He's like, No, it's gonna be perfect." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." So he runs into his house, comes in, and goes like, "Son of a bitch, it's gotta be a Dawn or something like that." God damn it! I really wish. I'm like, "Man, you didn't have to do that. It's awesome." So we get here,
Yeah,
and we walk in the door,
yeah, they came down here.
and Joe's still like, "Man, if I had just
the shirt
found
you
that
already
shirt,
gave
yeah."
They're talking about the whole time. and I actually exclaimed, I said, "Why do you keep buying him shirts?" I'm like, I get it was his birthday, but what are you, like, outfitting his wardrobe? Why are you... And then I thought it was like some, crazy band shirt with teddy bears on it or something like that, that Bob would wear, But I thought it was I thought it was a music thing.
Nick,
How
Nick,
dare-
Nick.
Flaming Lips, I understand.
No, this is not Flaming
No,
Lips.
oh wait, hold on.
Oh my God.
Joe, we're on an audio podcast.
Yeah,
not a
fine.
remote.
Right, so
But
I'm
really?
wearing a
Really? You don't
wearing
know?
a Dancing Bears
You don't
t-shirt,
know?
which
Pink
if you're
Floyd.
a fan, you'll understand.
Not
Dancing
Pink
Bears
Floyd.
is Grateful Dead.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'll get loud if you don't know who that is.
very important announcement.
Seriously?
You are
Yeah.
getting
We have 8 minutes left in the live stream, so we should probably take a break.
We're gonna take
Sorry, I didn't mean-
we'll let Nick finish his story, and then we'll take a break.
Sorry.
Come back.
Do I get a new story? Or
No.
am I
The
just
story
done?
you're telling about or were you done with the?
No, about
You only
the
have
t-shirt.
8 minutes.
Oh, I have 8 minutes to
No,
tell
no.
my new
No,
story.
the
No.
t-shirt.
You're on the
no,
clock.
No.
This is news.
You were telling me a story about the
restart it?
t-shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break and we'll restart everything.
Okay, no, the long and the short of it was
Yeah.
that it turned out to be the shirt that he gave.
Already gave to him, yeah.
Months or over a month ago.
Yeah.
That he had no idea.
It was.
about.
He did not. Yeah, did not.
But he was asking me too. He's like, "When did I do that? When? Yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
Nick?
Was I gone? I don't know."
I fess up to that 100%. Had a big old brain fart.
But
I was like,
you weren't like messed up or anything that
No,
night.
I-
Like,
I don't
you were
think I
doing
was.
real-
I
It
just
was
really
very,
forgot.
Hey, you were
it was
doing-
very admirable.
doing
Like
real
he
good,
wanted to
buddy.
make sure that I got the shirt, and I'm like,
But
"Yeah, yeah, that's awesome, man."
the whole time though, I'm like, Bob, I have a T-shirt for you. I was like, all right, go there. Go.
But he didn't tell me like
could've
I have
been
a.
like,
you know what's
It
funny?
looks exactly
I mean,
like
the
this. Like, he
T-shirt you
didn't
got me
describe
like
it.
2
I'm like,
months ago. I
"Oh."
was like, oh, fine.
Joe, it may as well have been
Warped, man.
at Dawn's.
Gone.
Because it hasn't gone anywhere since you gave it to him. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. how good was that shirt? On his 50th,
I thought for
all
sure you were gonna have
all
that.
I put it on Instagram.
yeah, and all everybody did was say the Molly Shannon, the kicking and the man. And I bought that shirt and the motherfucker hasn't worn it.
I'm gonna wait.
All right.
I'm waiting for the next
Break time.
podcast.
Never
Joe
wear
is
that.
not here.
You might as
and
well
then I'll be wearing it.
cut it up and wash your fucking car with the fucking rags. Because I
I-
know you're
Wow.
On that note,
Okay.
I'm being live. Let's wrap
Okay.
it up, and
Wow.
we'll come right back.
All right.
Take a
Hey,
break.
please enjoy music from Jack Moran in the interim, and we'll be back in just a second.
Goodbye. Where's that cut out?